You make my heart go boom. You are the fruit of my loom.
No, dude.
You're jolly and merry. I hope you enjoy this gift, my sugar plum fairy.
What is this?
Hey Preston,
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
welcome to another episode of the Comedy Virgins.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Oh, my gosh. We're just so excited to have you here today.
I'm excited to be here, man.
Happy to get you here, Preston.
I'm happy to be here.
How happy?
I feel very happy.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. This guy is so happy.
Practically cheesing off his face for it.
Yeah, I feel very, there's a lot of gratitude right now,
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's so touching.
Thank you.
I sure would like to.
Preston, yesterday we went to a show at Hyenas.
Oh, who'd you go see?
Harlan Williams.
I don't know who that is. Is he good?
He's an
Phenomenal.
older Griff.
Really?
He put on an absolute clinic. He did probably 45 minutes of crowd work.
Really?
He's just hitting everybody.
You know how I love crowd work comics.
No, but he's like, how old do you think he is? Like 55?
Yeah, probably right around there.
He just puts everybody's mind in a pretzel.
Sure.
He's calling everybody my little buddy and all this stuff. And how would you encapsulate it?
Yeah, it's similar to what Griff does, where he just tortures a room, tortures an audience.
Yeah, I have been known to torture a few audiences in my day.
It is crazy to watch. It's one of my favorite things to see, though.
Really?
It's so surreal and strange. I love it. It's so, yeah,
Dude, you're so sweet. I can really feel the gratitude just
for sure.
Dude,
emanating off of your boy
That
lips.
being said, there are like the amount of people who don't get what they're seeing. That's up there too. But it's crazy to see.
Thanks, man.
is that a lumberjack shirt?
It is. It's my best lumberjack shirt.
Dude, it is.
Preston, I hear, comes from the woods, so I wanted to make him feel as at home as possible.
Yeah, definitely a backwoods guy for sure.
Backwoods, yeah.
Sure.
A lot of trees in your hometown.
In my hometown, sure. Yeah.
How big? Pretty big?
90 feet,
What?
120 feet. I don't know.
Fucking, what's that place in California called?
The Redwoods
Yeah, the Redwoods. No, not Redwoods.
Hotel.
Hotel?
That's a place. They have a hotel in California, I think. The Eagle.
Dude,
Eagles,
the
yeah.
Eagles. I don't have that album. Do you have it on vinyl?
Hotel California. No, I don't have any vinyl. I give most of them away to like friends and family.
Really?
Yeah, I
thought
give
you
them,
had vinyl.
I give them away for like birthday presents, shit like that. I'll give like a,
That's really thoughtful.
Was that
Yeah.
recently?
what do you mean?
Because when I was up there like a month ago, you still had a bunch in that shorter cabinet.
No, I still have like a bunch, but I don't I give like most of them away though.
Mhm.
Like I'll buy them. I don't really keep them though. I don't have a Hotel California.
Do you have like a go-to spot to buy them from?
No, just here and there.
Because like the ones that I got there, they're all like $30 each. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, those are like
going
those like
up
new
now.
presses too. I like to buy like actual old ones from like the 70s, like ones that are actually, they're
the
actually,
originals.
the ones who
basically.
were actually in rotation when the album came out.
Yeah.
I went to a record store in Minnesota.
Sure.
The Electric Fetus.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's where Prince got his start.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a huge Prince fan.
Are you really?
Yeah, people could tell from looking at me, but I love Prince.
Prince at the Super Bowl, Purple Rain.
It's like one of my favorite
Oh,
performances
man.
ever. When he smacks at the very end, you can see it. Like when he's done singing, he's just doing the guitar solo. Like he smacks the shit out of the microphone, just slams it down. He's like, I'm done with it. And he strings the guitar.
That's a really cool way to walk off.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably one of the better live performers ever, I think.
I saw this article recently. It was Louis Armstrong, Michael Jackson, and Prince.
Yeah.
And Prince got Michael Jackson like high as balls
Sure.
before going on stage. And
yeah,
then
you can see that.
and then Michael Jackson was like freaking out. and then he tried to kill him in the parking lot.
Yeah, I got the
What?
impression. I got the impression that Michael probably didn't do any substances for the most. Outside of like the weird stuff he was into.
A clean guy. Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything about Michael Jackson, so I'm talking my ass. But I assume he didn't do like a lot of like recreational substances. Or Prince, I think, actually did.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask him.
Ask Prince.
Both of them, probably.
Yeah,
You can't ask one without the other. You got to get both sides to the story.
It was sad when he died. He went to an NBA game like a few weeks before that.
Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Fentanyl, man. Scary stuff. Hey, man, Tom Petty, man.
That's how Tom Petty went out?
I think it was fentanyl.
Yeah, they were talking about it. Ari Shaffir was talking about it. Apparently, like he got Molly from some fan, and he didn't test it or anything, and it was just fentanyl.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe. I think he had like extreme like back pain too,
Mhm.
and he was like treating something. I love Tom Petty though. Tom Petty's like really really cool to me.
Yeah. There was some
Last Dance with Mary Jane.
Awesome song.
It's a great. Yeah.
I love his early stuff. I love the stuff he did when he went off by himself and not with the was the Heartbreakers, was his band.
Yeah.
And then 90s he like split up with them for a little bit, did like the Free Falling album. I think it's like Full Moon Fever and the Wildflowers album. I love both of those so much.
Wasn't that you were saying that's when his wife like divorced him or something?
I think so, yeah.
Because they were
Yeah.
married for a super long time, and then
I think so, yeah. He kind of went off on like this weird like soul searching thing or whatever. It's really cool album. It's very different. Like, he did like kind of traditional rock and roll first couple albums, and then
So are you a big music guy?
I love music. Yeah.
Who was your favorite artist, do you think, maybe?
I think the Beatles they're so good, man. It's hard to, they're so far and beyond everyone else to me. The Beatles are just, incredible.
It's a hot take.
the
Yeah.
John Lennon assassination.
Yeah.
It's funny to call that an assassination, I guess, but that's
It's really sad when you like really think about it. Yeah.
I know, just seeing you put on your story the other day, and it was
Sure.
like the 43 year
I think it was like
anniversary
the
of that.
45th, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
super
80,
sad.
I think it was 81, so it's probably around 40.
Yeah,
Um,
it was just some super fan in New York City, and he's from London or Liverpool.
yeah, John was
Bruv.
living in like the Upper West Side, I think, with Yoko, and they would just walk around the park, but like he'd walk through the park, I think, and have like these followings of people and stuff. He would never have bodyguards or anything like that. And some crazy fan, like I think it was in the morning, just shot him down.
He had some sort of press or some interview they did that day.
Sure.
And he like, you could see that interview, and you're like, oh my god! In like a few hours, he's
Yeah, it's always surreal when assassinations are always so sudden.
yeah.
It's always surreal to see like the moments before, because like the world's about to change.
Speaking of moments before death,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Twitter recently,
What do you mean?
but I am seeing death pictures all over the place on Twitter.
That might be your algorithm. I guess.
I don't know how it used to be fight videos, and now it's like moments before this person jumped off a building, moments before this person. And there was one that was like beautiful suicide. Some lady jumped off the Empire State Building and like fell gracefully.
That might be it. That might be like your algorithm thing. You might want to.
But I didn't do anything.
So
yeah, I think it might be.
No,
yeah,
it can't be me.
but the way the algorithm is set up, it's not based on like what you're searching and things. It's based on the amount of time that you're spending on each
Yeah,
post.
it's how much does this post retain you, so it's
Yeah.
fascinating to you.
I've been reading them.
That's what I'm saying. You'll click on it, like on my Instagram. I'll
Speaking of which, what is your Instagram? Where can they find you?
don't look at me. Don't find me on Instagram.
All right, we'll tag you.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
tag
you.
He's it.
I think it's Preston Pfeiffer. I clicked on PETA's page with like the animal stuff.
Hot.
Yeah.
It's definitely not. It's like the saddest stuff
Just
ever.
one time on PETA, and now it's all over the place.
Yeah, you see like this. Yeah, it's because it's like the saddest stuff ever. It's like,
You just file that kind of stuff away.
file it away.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
like pedophile. You just gotta.
That's funny.
Thanks, man. It's like the X Files, but for Preston.
For PETA.
That's a good joke. Pedophile's
man.
funny.
Thank you.
Write that down. Write that.
Yeah, right down. That's funny.
It's up there. I'll remember.
We've got it. We've got it.
Yeah, we're
recorded.
recording, dumbass.
Wait, this is live.
Dude, you're speaking to millions of people right now.
Eventually, yeah. I think you guys will find following.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're a lot farther apart today.
Your hand is way colder than mine.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I got that ice on.
You can wear watches and stuff, huh?
What do you mean?
I cannot.
You're allowed to, yeah.
It bothers me.
No,
I'd be
yeah.
going like this all the time.
I've had this
like,
conversation with him countless times.
You can't wear a watch.
I can't wear anything.
I think you just get over it. Yeah.
Even thinking of having an engagement ring on or a wedding ring on.
Well, you never want to worry about that. So I mean,
won't need it.
Burned. That was really mean, though.
Sorry.
Like, that's my bubby.
That would just melt. But it's fine.
But
You guys can wear it. It's
is
for
it
you
like
guys.
it hurts, or is it just like uncomfortable for you?
It's uncomfortable, and I'd just be playing with it all the time. You know how I have that the stand for when we go to Hyenas and we record our set? I'm literally just I can't stop
Yeah,
doing
you're
stuff
always
with it.
messing around with it,
Yeah.
bean dipping people. His sister came into town a couple weeks back
That's right.
on the way to like a
Not
family
Elizabeth.
wedding, and I was asking her if it was just a unique thing to Matthew. Apparently, it's not. It's the whole Gallagher clan.
Oh, they can't wear watches.
No, that something about it makes them all uncomfortable.
Yeah, my dad can't wear watches either.
And they're
Really?
ordinarily just such a comfortable family to begin with. You wouldn't expect something
That's really
like
interesting. That's like an interesting
didn't mean
genetic
to
trait
come
to
at your
pick up.
family.
We're odd people. Yeah.
that. I know I wasn't supposed to talk about families today. I'm sorry.
You
Just
talk about my
like-
family.
It's interesting.
Yeah, we're just odd. But then it's only
Does
like
your father wear a wedding ring?
Mm-hmm.
Unless when he's out at the bars having fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oddly, of
A
course.
boys,
Sorry, Miss Gallagher.
boys' night out.
Sorry, Jackie.
That's fire. I wonder what that
You're
is.
funny.
Is it the skin or is it like the bone?
It's the idea of being constrained.
Oh, so it's like a
maybe?
neurotic thing. It's like
It's a
something
neurotic thing.
neurological probably.
Yeah, it's like something's touching me. Ah,
It might be like OCD.
yeah.
Like just like this, you know.
I think I've started to pick up on my neuroticisms a bit more. Yeah.
Neurotices.
Yeah. The lights bother me. which is
Lights,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like on stage or
No, not on stage as much. Like a TV has that like light on it. Yeah, that one doesn't right now. It's at the
the
bottom
red
of the
light?
screen.
Yeah, sure.
That I have to block it when I go to sleep. Feels like it brightens up the whole room.
So you need like complete darkness, and
Yeah. I don't know why I get nightmares.
that's interesting.
No, because our apartment is haunted.
Because our apartment's haunted.
Yeah.
That is where as you get older, you kind of accept the things that just make you that bother you. You know,
Yeah.
you just kind of stop fighting. Okay, I just need to cover up this light.
Yeah.
Like when you grow up, you're like, I'm gonna grow out of this type of thing. You're like, nah, I'm just crazy this way. Cover up the light. You accept it.
Yeah.
What kind of things are you crazy about?
I don't think anything like that crazy.
No.
I don't think so.
Not a lot of neuroticisms ease.
I'm pretty easygoing as far as like, you know, life.
Griff, are you easygoing?
We'll get to that in a sec. I could have sworn that you were going to say you were crazy about me. Maybe I misread things. That could be, again, on me. But I just wanted you to be on me. And so I thought maybe you were also crazy about me.
Mhm.
Is that him? in
Now
a
I'm
movie?
saddened.
Is Crazy About Me a movie?
Crazy Stupid Love's a movie.
Crazy about
That's
you.
That's one. Michael,
Like,
Steve Carell, right?
Yeah, Steve Carell. Yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
Yep.
Yep.
Emma Stone.
Yeah, that's
Great
that's
movie.
really good.
Yeah, love
I
that
haven't seen
movie.
that in forever. What's your favorite like rom com movie? Like,
Oof.
yeah, a rom com like that, like light comedy, like lighthearted or whatever.
I would say Valentine's Day is great. It's got a
Really?
really big cast. It's like Ashton Kutcher, Jessica Biel, Jessica Alba.
Well, that's when Ashton Kutcher was like big too.
Yeah, it's like Jennifer Gardner, George Lopez. It's like the biggest
I
cast.
love George Lopez. Quietly, I'm a huge George. I love his albums and stuff.
I haven't heard much from him. I saw the show.
The show was really fun.
It was odd.
It was very odd. It was very very Nick at Night. Like it was one of those shows like could only exist there. And
It was funny because that was when like the MLB like steroids thing was going on.
sure.
So then George Lopez's daughter in the show starts dating that guy who's the athlete, and then he's on steroids, and then he gets roid rage, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yo, you got to get off of these."
Yeah, it was
Get
definitely
off
like
of the juice.
it was definitely a show that like the plot lines were kind of out there.
Yeah.
Like it's weird to if you go back and watch, it's weirder than you think it was because it felt so textbook sitcom, but it was really
Yeah.
you forget like and the mom's like a real alcoholic too. Like it's not like it's like she's not a cute alcoholic. It's a bad like she's an abusive mother. It's
Yeah.
very funny.
Ernie.
Ernie, yeah,
They just did a reunion recently.
I think so because George has a new show now.
He has a new show now?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think it's very good, but it's
Of course not.
he's collecting checks, dude. He's having fun.
I think my favorite rom-com, which for the record is essentially, actually, please don't. So we're kind of in the middle of something here. So I think my favorite rom-com, which for the record, I love a good rom-com.
Mhm.
Sure.
If given the choice between that and any other genre, I'm going rom-com.
It's a great genre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
fantastic.
Well, it's like the easiest kind of movie to like have on in the background.
Oh,
It's-
it captures my full attention.
sure.
If it's on, I'm doing
So what's your
nothing else.
What's your favorite movie, man?
Oh man, where do I even begin? Midnight in Paris.
Midnight
Woody
in Paris is
Allen.
really good.
I heard you read his book.
Yeah, it's book, yeah. Be fun. This would be a fun place to take a
Forgetting
public sample
Sarah
of Woody Allen.
Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall's awesome.
So good.
Yeah,
That's a really Jason Segel's really talented. I love everything he does.
Serendipity.
Serendipity's so good.
Yep,
Oh, which one was that? Was it the Apple TV one?
No, it's
it's an older one from the '90s.
yeah, it's like John Cusack, Ari Gold's in it.
Really?
Yeah,
Piven.
Kate, something. I keep forgetting her last name.
Blanchett.
No, Hot Kate from
Yeah.
Britain. She dated Pete Davidson. Her face. We'll show it.
Nice.
We found it.
The power of editing.
Yeah,
What's it called? Serendipity?
Serendipity. Yeah,
Oh, it's fantastic.
it's
really?
so good. They're all in their prime at that point too.
Oh
that's
my
that's so
gosh.
that's the fun thing about like older rom-coms is you'll get like 7 dudes or like girls or guys
That's my favorite part,
who are
actually.
just in their prime, like they're about to blow up and be stars. Like Superbad's like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
great
You forget like
movie.
how many really, really famous people are in Superbad. Like I always forget that Bill Hader shows up as a crazy.
It's a cop
delusional
with glasses.
Yeah, just a crazy guy.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, yeah.
I saw a clip today. Seth Rogen, he said that when he would hang out with Kanye or hang out with Eminem, they would just be reciting the whole movie to him. To
Yeah, I
Superbad.
saw that too when they're working
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Superbad 2013.
Maybe a little bit
earlier,
earlier.
it's earlier
2011.
than that.
yeah.
No, I was in
2009.
I was in second grade when that movie came out.
What? So
I don't-
2010.
Grade.
I don't think that's true.
It 100% is. We were living in Boston at the time, and our neighbor, she was older than I was. We had like a joint family movie outing planned, catch a matinee, and she was really pulling for Superbad.
Mhm.
And my mom was like,
Was Superbad Apatow?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Your mom was like, "No way, that movie sounds super bad."
Yeah. Boy, was she wrong. Super good.
It's an awesome movie.
Did she like it?
I don't know if she's ever seen it.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Well, I mean, there's still time.
Maybe. You never know. They could just pull it off the internet. Or,
Get rid of it in some way.
yeah, just delete it.
Did
What are they gonna
Apatow
do?
make the interview? That when they go to North Korea.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was Seth Rogen.
He might have at least produced it. I think Rogan wrote it. Rogan writes most of his stuff, I think.
Because that's a wild fucking movie. It's so funny.
It's really funny. I think it got so hyped up with the remember the Sony hacking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They
that-
threatened to
that went
send a nuke at us if they released that movie in
Yeah.
theaters. So they
It
just
escalated
released it
really quickly.
for free on the internet.
Yeah.
That's a baller move.
Like, yeah, whatever, North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think I'd overhyped and like overshadowed.
Yeah.
I always think the interview always reminds me of Team America though. That's awesome.
I love watching like interviews for that movie because Matt Damon was like confused by it. Sean
Yeah, I
Penn
feel-
was pissed.
Sean Penn is but I always feel bad for Matt Damon because I think Matt Damon's like actually like a normal guy for the most part,
Yeah.
and he looks like actually hurt by it. And when he talks about it, he's like, they hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
We're like
I
Sean
don't
Penn.
even know what this is.
You ever seen Team America?
No.
The puppets?
No.
Matt
Dude.
Damon actually like played along eventually. He was like, I like those guys.
That's what I'm saying. I think he like was like a South Park fan. I was like, that was really mean. And because Sean Penn, they're just doing
Oh.
like Sean Penn is a crazy person. He is crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean, if you're watching this. Sean Penn's a viewer of this podcast, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, we know.
Whereas Matt Damon, they just have him be like an actual dysfunctional person. It's really, really mean.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever do like a collaboration with Matt Damon?
Yeah, maybe like Father's Day or something.
we listened to a podcast that came out recently
Sure.
from a couple of our buddies, and one of them said Griff looks like Matt Damon, and another one was like, you think he does? And then he goes, maybe like if Matt Damon ate Matt Damon.
They called me Fat Damon, Preston.
Well, Fat Damon is an actor. That's what like Jesse Plemons. That's his nickname.
What?
You know Jesse Plemons?
No.
I think his name's Jesse Plemons. He was in Friday Night Lights, but he also
Put up a
Plimpton?
picture.
it might
It's a local comic, I think.
no. You're talking about local Hyenas legend.
Yeah, Fat Damon.
He was in what was the Irishman, the Scorsese.
Oh,
one?
yeah.
He plays the driver talking about the fish.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at it.
You like the Irishman? You like it?
It was good, yeah. People
I
were saying
liked
it
it.
was too long, but like it was phenomenal.
I got through 15 minutes and then realized that it was not a rom-com, and I said, Brother Bear, I'm not watching this
It
junk.
is really long. It is. I don't think I've watched it since it came out, but I think
It's a one-time watch, probably.
Well, I think it'll be one of those deals where it sounds like morbid to say this, but once all those guys pass away and they're getting up their age, we'll really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't forget, right into the mic.
We'll really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah,
They made them look younger, so they weren't like 80.
it's really bad.
It's pretty bad.
That's a really annoying part of the movie.
The
is
thing
having
that's
De
tough
Niro.
about it is like they look younger, but they don't look like the younger version of themselves. Like they don't look.
Well, also like he's supposed to be like 26.
He's
De Niro's supposed to be like 20.
76 when they
He
made
looks. He's like a 75-year-old man, probably. He's
Uh-huh.
like probably older actually. And he looks maybe 50, but he's supposed to be 20. It's just really bad.
it. Yeah.
I don't know why they just get like a young guy to play him.
I mean, how do you find a replacement for that, though?
What do you mean?
Can you even
Leo
get...
DiCaprio.
That'd be cool.
Oh, Leo.
That must be cool for them that they
That-
just have like directors that they work with now, and every single movie has every single one of those actors in just different roles.
Yeah, it's like a troupe, kind of like Wes Anderson with his little like posse of actors and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's how even Apatow is. Like everybody on Freaks and Geeks, he has been with pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, you find your little cast of guys that you can go up with, and becomes almost
Yeah,
like a
God
band
forbid
kind of.
we go up with a lady.
I don't like the.
Well, it was always the same girls too.
Yeah, of course.
I
I bet
don't
you it's
like-
also probably the same. If you really like look into like the credits, it's probably the same light guys. It's probably the same like editors. Yeah, it's probably
Once you find something
I
that
mean,
works, why
exactly.
change
It's probably like the same caterers and stuff too. Like it's really okay. This is the group I used to make movies, and then you take that to script to script.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't like Leslie Mann though. If she's like
Is
the
that his wife?
blonde, that's his wife. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's in every single one of those movies, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
How come?
She just kind of annoys me.
Redhead?
Blonder,
Blonder.
you
Hot?
know it.
I
She's a
think
girl
she's
in
pretty hot.
This is 40.
Okay.
She's cute. She's
Yeah,
really
I know exactly. She's a big cutie.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Not as cute as Paul Rudd. But
Of course, yeah.
I think
Apatow's really cool. I love all of his movies. What's your favorite Apatow movie?
40-year-old virgin.
It's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
It's
Was
really good.
was Apatow forgetting Sarah Marshall?
I think he produced it. That was truly Siegel. Like Siegel
Okay.
wrote that himself.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm.
I liked King of Staten Island. It's not
Was it
like
good?
my
I haven't
favorite,
seen it.
but
Was it good?
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was fun seeing Bill Burr in like a
Yeah.
major role in that movie.
He's he's doing real acting now.
Yeah,
And Pete Davidson, I really like Pete Davidson now.
Me
I've
too.
gone like full circle on him.
yeah,
Where I think that's how a lot of guys go. The first time you see him, you don't love him. They kind of annoy you actually,
yeah.
but they stick around. Like, oh, I like this guy now. It's like,
I'm
His
really
stand-up's not
excited
bad
for us
either.
to get to that point.
no, he's like a. Well, what hell is he like?
Probably
Third-
28 now.
I think he's probably one of that. I think he's probably like. I can see him being 30 actually.
He might be 30.
We'll ask him. He's also a fellow watcher.
So these guys, they like mature into their act and stuff like that. That like
Yeah.
it's cool to see. Like as a fan, like really excited. But I want to see that new show he did too. The one with
Oh, yeah, it's actually pretty good. Shane Gillis is in it a bunch.
Gillis is
Wild.
in it. I've seen the clip with him and Mulaney a lot.
Yeah, that
Um,
one's funny too.
Where it's essentially Heat. They're doing the Heat diner scene where they're like interrogating each other.
Yeah. You have to leave everything behind. Don't you have a family?
Yeah. Like, oh yeah.
Right.
So did you watch the entire full season of that?
I saw the first like 5 episodes.
Okay.
You saw the first episode, which admittedly was pretty wild, but
Bonk City.
yeah.
Oh, Pesci's in it too, right?
Pesci's in it.
Dude, that is cool.
I can't believe they got Pesci because Pesci doesn't do anything. He didn't want to be an Entourage.
Well, I can't.
He showed up to the set for his friends who were the strippers that danced on Ari Gold, the two like big dudes who got called in to dance on Ari Gold.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know-
In Entourage.
in Entourage.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Pesci shows up.
Pesci was friends with those people and was like giving them tips on how to make the scene more awkward. And they were
Pesci
like
was friends with the actors
the
who played.
dancers,
That's
Strippers.
strippers.
Pesci must be so interesting to talk to.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that generation of actors too. Like, I watched. I was watching this Jack Nicholson movie like recently. You ever see Chinatown?
I haven't seen it.
It's
I know
a-
it's a big one.
It's really good. It's like a young Jack Nicholson. And
Mhm.
It's just I don't have much to say about it, but it's really interesting.
Would you say that you're more of a fan of the older, I guess, classics rather than the new stuff?
Um,
Or are you
That
a
was my
cinema
throat
junkie?
muscle.
I don't know if it's cinema junkie. I just like watching movies. I like anything that's good, and typically things need to like settle for you to find out if it's actually good or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Are you
What do you
more-
mean by settle?
like when it first comes out, it's really hard to get a read on how good it actually is or whatever.
Why?
But I think it's just you need to understand how everything played out from there. Like,
So you need-
if you could
you
get
need
caught
other
up in
pe-
the
other
zeitgeist.
people's
Be stimulated
opinions.
like mentally by
Well, I think Superbad is way more interesting now to watch because you realize, okay, that guy went on to have that career. That's who this was. You realize who the people actually are in that movie.
yeah.
You can see like what it actually took to make that.
Mhm.
And the moment you don't really have the full story yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very
Like Wolf of Wall
eloquent.
Street's a good example. Like when Wolf of Wall Street first came out, I didn't think it was like that great.
Mhm.
But as the more time goes on, like this is a crazy movie and it's awesome.
Yeah.
When it first came out, though, like the only people were talking about was like the
Scene with Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie scene for sure, and she was probably the biggest part because she came out as like such a hot star from it, you know.
Yeah.
But it was so lewd
Golly.
that's all people were talking about was like how extreme and how like graphic the scenes were,
Yeah.
and the actual plot and the actual like cool parts of the movie wasn't really talked about.
All right. Should we send it to commercials real
We
quick?
sure can.
To commercials.
People won't stop staring at my toes.
Introducing privacy screens for your feet. What I'm here to tell you about, these creeps, they're out there, they're looking at your feet. You don't want to show them. This is not a sock, people. You got the creeps out there looking at your feet, you got your nice toes. You don't want that guy to see them. Privacy screens. There's this lady out there, she fucking wanted me, right? She wanted me, I put on my privacy screens. Gold digger. Protect your pretty toes. We need your toes intact for the people that deserve them. Get your privacy screens today.
Now, my toes are secure, safe, and I have the confidence to walk into a Denny's again.
Mail order, bring it in, 2-for-1 special. Don't fuck around. Privacy screens for your fucking feet.
Privacy screens for your feet. They're not socks.
Fucking fight me.
Thanks, TCV boys.
Yeah, I have celiac disease, so I'm allergic to the gluten.
Really?
Yep.
Is it like a rash outbreak or is it like a
My
stomach thing?
my head would explode.
Really? It's that serious?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yuck.
That's rude.
Don't let that happen. That'd be not so good.
I'll try not to. But
Yeah,
this
I mean,
guy, he's always so sweet to me.
you guys have a very symbiotic relationship. It's pretty it's interesting to watch.
What does symbiotic mean?
That might not be the right word for it.
We exist together simultaneously. and
Incredibly codependent.
it benefits both of us.
Yeah.
It's like Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner.
Yes.
Oh, or MGK and that hot lady.
Pete Davidson.
Yes.
Speaking of Pete Davidson, show's good though. The Pete Davidson show.
Oh yeah, it is good. Yeah, definitely check it out. The first episode, just within 5 minutes, you're like, what the fuck?
I just don't want to get Peacock.
Yeah.
Peacock is really
You don't want to fly?
Also a good
good.
movie.
Peacock, yeah, let me fly.
That was my senior quote.
Really?
Yep.
That's funny.
You're funny.
I got the
Um,
yearbook if you want to check it out.
I'm
Don't
okay. I
do
I
that.
believe him. Was the other guy's Apatow?
I don't know if that was Apatow.
I don't think so.
I have
do
no
you know?
idea.
I don't think
No,
it was. I think it was somebody else.
Mel Brooks.
Well, it was probably Farrell's company.
Maybe.
I forget the name of it.
McKay. Adam
Yes, yeah, it was definitely Adam McKay.
It might have been because McKay kind of stopped doing that kind of shit around that time.
Yeah, because he did Step Brothers. He did
Step
the other
Brothers,
guys.
but then he started doing like more serious stuff. That might be like because other guys were like 2011.
Yeah, something like that.
Potentially.
Why did they start doing serious stuff? Like,
Well,
just to prove
McKay's-
that they can be full actors
Oh, I don't know.
or full directors?
I don't know why Will Ferrell. Well, Will Ferrell didn't really do a lot of like serious stuff.
Do you guys mind if I take my shoes off?
Sure.
Thank you.
Go for it, man.
Um,
I'm gonna go crisscross. I think.
McKay's first serious thing was Big Short. I think
Yeah.
that's a really good movie. But he's good at like balancing.
I thought that was Scorsese.
No, that's McKay.
Okay.
Because you can tell. Have you seen Succession?
Not really, no.
That's an awesome show. But it's the perfect. It's very similar to Big Short, where it's like it's really serious matter,
Mhm.
but it shows how goofy the people are.
Yeah.
Like it portrays the character. It's very funny. It's a very funny way of looking at serious things. So it's an awesome balance. He's really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this too unprofessional?
No, you're fine, man.
I feel so loosey goosey without my shoes on in
That-
our own home.
You're doing great, dude.
You're just a bang up guy.
Hey, you're welcome.
No one ever gives you enough credit for that.
Thanks, Griff.
They always say Preston's a big old prick bag, and I say no, he's a bang up guy.
Dude, don't be talking about that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yo, with
I
the
don't-
Big Short though, they
I'm a
did
friendly guy.
they did a good job of like, it's such a boring idea. It's hard to understand as a regular person, but
Oh,
then they put
the
in
mortgage
like
crisis?
The housing market.
they put in like Margot Robbie. Yeah, bitch. Margot Robbie and
Or
like
the
Selena
or
Gomez.
The Bourdain thing's really cool.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love that Bourdain part with the clam chowder and the he talks about the loan conglomerations and stuff.
They
Have you ever
make it-
had clam chowder?
No, I don't. I don't think I've ever had clam.
Dude.
What?
Yeah.
Clam strips even?
It's an
Never had clam
aphrodisiac.
strips. Well, I think because of the region I grew up in, I'm like weary of seafood.
Oh,
because like the seafood we would get in Dallas, it's always like really second-rate stuff. So it's like for the most part,
If you
It's
got to
sketchy.
ship it in, it's.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like if I'm on the
Stuff.
ocean, it's all I eat seafood. But,
Have you ever been on the ocean?
I have, yeah. I've been on a boat,
Really? Like
Or
in the ocean?
on the beach and stuff.
Long Island Sound?
Oh, have you ever
even?
been there?
Never been really on the East
Oh,
Coast.
I don't like the sound of that.
We had a friend come down here and visit, and he
Sure.
was asking about sushi. He was like, I want it, but is it gonna be fresh? We're like, no, dude.
Well, you could
And then we got
find
sushi.
like really really high end sushi places here that like I don't know how they do it logistically, but I'm sure they can get in as good as
It's
you
somehow
can.
very high quality.
Yeah, because they probably fly it in that same day, and that's why. But here it's gonna be super expensive.
Yeah,
But yeah, seafood's a regional thing.
you gotta.
I've
Make,
never had clams specifically. I've never had though.
They're good. You got to make it to the East Coast. We'd go hunting for clams.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah, just with our feet.
that's fun. That's like
just
a
like-
fun like a local thing.
Yeah,
Oh, it's my favorite activity.
Griff was
Really?
the best one at it. You do magic with those feet.
Yep, that's why I got to wear socks right now because all you freak bags. And this one, he just gets so excited.
I'd find like 8 clams. Tubby would find like 15, 20, and you'd pick up 30 clams. Like it's nothing.
That's cool. And you cook them yourself and stuff.
Yeah, with some beer, gluten-free beer, and yeah,
That's interesting. That's such
Well-
a simple.
Linguine.
hmm
Yeah, I've heard that's really good. How about oysters? I love oysters.
Oysters are good.
Mhm.
I prefer clams over oysters, but you're
Really?
right. Oysters are good.
Have you ever eaten a lobster?
I have had lobster. Yeah.
If you
Lobster's
eat
good.
the back end of it, you'll get real sick.
That's what they tell me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max wrap.
One time we were on this island. We were on Block Island in what is it, Rhode Island?
Yeah.
And
technically, it belongs to everybody. But
Griff bought this whole lobster, and it was like whole shell, like you have to break into it. He broke the handle thing that you break it with, so he was just like
the,
digging into it with
cracker.
a knife and like trying to scrape out a little bit of meat. You remember that?
I do.
It's like $100.
Well, okay.
It is
but that
crazy
was-
how you go ahead.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to. After you.
What's crazy?
Well, say how primitive.
So it was this whole thing where we were on Block Island for work,
Yeah.
and we got tipped very well. We set up a whole ass tent out there. I was like, I'm not wasting this on something dumb like my future. I'm getting a whole ass lobster right now.
You gotta treat yourself, man.
Yeah, so I did.
Was it already cooked? Like it wasn't like a live lobster, was it?
Yeah,
was-
no, they cooked it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was-
yeah.
Just out of the boiler.
Okay.
Recently dead.
Just a steamed lobster.
Yeah.
That's good.
You ever had one of those?
Yeah, I have full steamed lobster. Yeah.
Nice. What did you think?
I love them. Lobster's great.
But not clams?
Yeah, clams.
We'll get you some clams.
Yeah, if I went to the right place, I'd love clams. I'm sure. I like anything if it's done well, for the most part.
I wouldn't trust those New York City clams.
Sure.
But those
Well, that was
Boston
in Bourdain's book. Like he doesn't eat clams from restaurants anymore unless it's like a real high-end place, because it's the one thing that just don't. If they fuck it up,
Yeah.
guaranteed food poisoning.
Yeah.
Have you ever, or I guess you haven't, but
Sure.
like linguine and clams is prepared very differently than just like,
Steamed clams.
just like clams. Most of the time they're not cooked like Block Island.
Is
They've
it
just
just
got
a
like
sauce?
little like stands.
So you eat them like
Like you-
oysters?
Yeah, you just
Mm.
you pop them open, slurp them down.
Yeah.
I'm saying, do you like raw seafood?
Yeah, like I love oyster bars. There's like a specific oyster bar in Florida I've grown up going to. That they shuck them in front of you and stuff like that. And
Oh, nice.
like they're probably caught like an hour before you show up there. It's the best.
Are
Uh,
steamers clams? Or are those oysters?
Oysters, I
Could probably do
believe.
both. I'm sure it's like a steamed something.
Unless you get them in Cleveland, and then it's something entirely
Cleveland
different.
Steamer, man.
I think at Bill's Seafood it is
I
clams.
know he'd like that one.
Is Bill Seafood a
Freak
place in
bag.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
Like your
that's
spot?
That's our spot, yeah.
So were you guys like, what town are you guys from in Connecticut?
What do you say?
What's the town you're from in Connecticut?
Oh, we're from Westbrook, Connecticut.
And
It's
that's
just-
on the ocean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, tiny little
For
town.
some reason, I thought you guys were like inland.
No,
No.
inland. It's weird. Connecticut has such different like
Regions.
regions. Yeah, they're
For such a small state, we are very diverse.
Yeah, I could see that. As far as like just geography, I guess.
Yeah, not really so much the people.
there's places that are just in the middle of the forest where you're like,
Sure.
Yeah.
what do you do around here?
Yeah, like some of the towns out here for sure.
Yeah,
They just act like the elves.
working.
Lord of the Rings reference, dude. I thought you were
Oh.
going to totally get
Are,
that.
are you a big Lord of the Rings guy, Preston?
Not really, no.
No,
Not really, no.
you should.
I like the
watch.
movies, but like I think they're like, it's fine.
You don't watch the extended editions.
I've tried. I can't do it. It's just too much.
Well, it's not too much. It's only 12 hours of total
It's 12 hours
content.
of
Of
straight.
3 movies.
Well, I did watch them for the first time though. I did like mainline them, just like one after the other.
Yeah,
But yeah, not like crazy. Yeah,
I've been watching them since I was like 5 years old.
that was like your thing
I'm
growing up.
obsessed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and SpongeBob. Big SpongeBob guy.
Not really. No.
We could totally tell.
Thanks, Griffin.
No problem. I got your back.
I
dude.
make just a ridiculous amount of SpongeBob references.
SpongeBob is cool. Back to the Lord of the Rings thing though, it is interesting like how much because that book, the original book,
Mhm.
like I've never actually read it.
I've got a copy if you want it.
You
I'm
did you
okay.
just finish them?
Yeah, I finished the 3 books, and now I've got like 50 pages of The Hobbit left.
Really? Well, I'm saying it's crazy how influential that like Tolkien's writing is as far
Yeah.
as like just
Came out in the 50s.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's kind of like
Why
Star
didn't
Wars in
ya?
that sense, where like Star Wars has influenced all sci-fi.
Mhm.
Every piece of like fantasy literature is all goes back to that one fucking book.
Yeah.
Like
Like 50 Shades of Grey.
like Game of Thrones and stuff is very obviously, even though it's much
just
much
an
grittier.
explicit
You can tell
world
that
of-
whoever wrote was it Martin or whatever who wrote that.
George R. R. Martin, maybe?
Yeah, you could tell he was like one of those kids who grew up obsessed with the Hobbit and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, what movie is this?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. Martin.
I never watched it.
I never finished it. I
I didn't watch it either.
I can't do the fantasy stuff. I can't like it's not
You're not a big role play guy.
sure. I'm thinking more like the Dungeons and Dragons.
Not a big
shit.
historical fiction guy.
I like historical fiction, but not like
Historical fiction bothers me
How do you
What
feel
do you
about
mean? Like, what's-
costumes?
what's an
because
example
it's
of
not
historical fiction?
real. Like it's like
Would that be like Inglorious Bastards?
Well, it's like
Is that
time
what-
period.
I
movies.
love
It's-
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
See, I like
Damn
that.
it.
I like that kind of historical fiction.
Yeah.
And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's awesome.
hmm
That's probably my favorite movie right now.
I still haven't seen it.
Really,
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really,
I
really
gotta
good.
watch it.
Those are it's like my 2 favorite actors and my favorite director.
Mhm.
And they're just you can tell they're having so much fun doing it.
Who would the favorite actors be?
DiCaprio and Pitt.
Hmm.
And Tarantino's my favorite director, I think.
Would you say that you would classify yourself as having like a Brad relationship?
Like a Brad.
What is the line?
A Brad and
Brangelina? Brangelina?
No.
Brad and Angelina relationship.
A Brad reputation. Damn it.
Brad reputation. I am pretty much the Brad Pitt of the Dallas Comedy. That's what they tell me.
They've been calling you that all the way since like high school, right?
Yeah, so that's a Brad Pitt guy right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dallas comedy,
Sure.
one of the people that opened yesterday for Harlan Williams is like he's been doing comedy 8 years, and
Sure.
his first mic ever was at Hyenas Fort Worth, and he was talking about
If you could actually do that into the mic.
he works in Austin now.
Yeah.
Ice in your mouth?
No, ice my veins.
Oh, okay. If you could chew it right into the mic, that would be wonderful.
But I was asking him.
Like I said, we got a bunch of freak bags out there. It's just for the algorithm.
Somebody-
It is for the Patreon, dude.
One of the slutty muffins will be into it, at least.
Yeah. And if not, it's getting me going. Sorry, you were saying.
Oh yeah,
Jamie
Gravity.
Lee Curtis.
Yeah. But
Jamie Gravity. I'm sorry.
Who's Jamie Lee Curtis?
Freaky Friday.
the mom in Freaky Friday.
Oh, okay.
Or what's that Jack Nicholson one?
The Shining.
No, actually, is she?
No,
in
I
that?
don't think that's not her. I know who Jamie Lee Curtis is. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, she was in Scream.
She's a new girl.
Yep, New Girl. Jess's mom.
Yeah,
I bet you love Jess's mom.
Jess's mom.
Yeah.
I think New Girl's a really good show, though.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I think it's like probably one of the better sitcoms of the past 10 years.
Apparently they didn't do well when it was actually airing, but it's been like all the streaming
Yeah.
services.
Well, I think that's probably most sitcoms now, is they don't catch immediately. They catch when, because you don't want to start a sitcom that's only 2 seasons in.
Yeah.
You know, no one wants to watch a new sitcom.
You're not going to watch it on. Yeah, I'm not going to watch TV.
Yeah, suck it, George Lopez. These guys hate you.
But sitcoms suck now. Like New Girl was
They're
like the
tough to
last
watch.
good one too. Like it ended
I'm
in
sure
2017.
there's one out there that we don't watch that we'll look back in like 4 years is actually pretty good.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a really great perspective.
I don't think they make them. I think the people who make sitcoms make different things now. Like
Yeah.
Ted Lasso is a sitcom,
Yeah, that's true.
and it's a well made. I thought it was good.
Hmm.
It's
I like it.
At least it's like really well made, and I love Sudeikis is awesome.
Yeah,
But that's a good sitcom.
yeah, that's true. I only saw like one episode of that.
But it's so different. You're right. It's not like a sitcom where like it's episodic. You can watch them come out of order.
Yeah.
And, it's much more.
In line with like you need to see the
It's
next
much more
episode. And
dramatic than it is funny.
Mhm.
It's a good show though.
yeah. So Jamie Gravitt. He's from this
Jimmy
area,
Lee grab it.
and I was trying to like think of a name who was there when he started, who'd still be going now. So I was like, "Do you know Dave American?" He was like, "Yeah, I know Dave."
Yeah, we all know Dave.
Yeah,
Hey, Dave. Jamie says hi, buddy.
it's true. Yeah,
if you-
Jamie says hi.
Also, if you're looking for life insurance right now, Dave American is selling it.
Oh, I bamboozled Dave American. He wanted to give me his number for insurance purposes.
Hot,
So now I have his number.
dude.
Yeah.
Into the mic. How many times do I got to bring this up? I'm telling you, we got to just screen these guys ahead of time. It's ridiculous.
Dude, you pointed the clock in a direction that nobody can see.
You just wanted it on. You didn't tell me where to put it.
It's facing that way.
Well, I set the alarm.
Yeah, but we didn't have a mirror over there.
It's not my fault. I said cover this place in mirrors. Mirrors on the ceiling. That's what I'm a fan of, Preston. How
Preston,
do you feel about costumes?
wait.
Costumes.
Yeah.
I don't like costumes.
Before we
You
jump to the costume thing,
I never liked costumes.
Like Halloween.
Yeah, like pretty early on, I stopped wearing Halloween costumes. I would just wear a jersey. 'Cause I still don't like wearing costumes.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, just catfish me. And
yeah.
just hit me with a.
Well, I thought you actually
what's
you
up?
didn't really like a whole lot of seafood around here because it's not like fresh. You said it was a regional thing.
You gotta
But
like
is
catfish.
Is
though.
catfish? Are you good with catfish?
Fried catfish is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that great though. I don't. I'd rather have like seafood as opposed.
Not
I
one
don't
of
know.
those garbage fish that.
Like tilapia,
like a-
bottom feeders.
Yeah, there's something gross about like. Yeah.
They're eating all that Purell and stuff.
Well, that goes
Yeah,
back to the
all the
regional thing
poo.
about seafood, where it's like
In the chocolate Trinity River.
I have a built-in distrust of seafood,
Hmm.
where like
See, I have that same thing, but with men.
Jesus Christ.
She's been hurt so many times in the past.
Where's this girlfriend I hear so much about? Does she actually exist?
Canada, dude. She goes to a different school. Shut up.
Shut up about
It's
it.
so perfect for him. He has a girlfriend who lives across country. So when he plays this crazy character that he does, it's like it feels so real.
For me too.
Yeah, no, I can tell it feels real for you. It's probably it really is a split personality. There's
what are your thoughts on this?
I'm just happy to be here. I finally got invited somewhere.
Oh, Griff was pissed that we didn't invite him to the fantasy football league, which isn't true. You guys sent me a link. I just didn't give it to him.
We're not gonna rehash old wounds. We said no.
You blame Trent for that, dude.
Yeah, blame Trent. Speaking of Trent, he got really hot recently. Hey, Trent.
Recently.
Yeah.
So you like them, or you like him now that he's done his
career
water cleanse, but you didn't like him before. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
Career wise, he's gotten hot.
No.
like boy body wise, I
Yeah.
think is what you're saying. I don't want to
Yeah.
put boy.
No,
words in
yeah.
your
Boy
mouth.
body wise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's a good looking gal. That's what we're trying to say.
Sure, yeah. He stopped eating lunch at work, yeah. The Chicken
Damn
Express
it.
food.
So you were talking about costumes.
Do you think you'd ever?
What's up?
Okay, so my mind is just absolutely racing right now.
Just dial it.
You know
what
how
you're...
Matt is a neurotic freak, like with the whole watch thing, and
I wouldn't call him a freak. I just think he has
I would.
neuroticisms like
Okay, so do you think maybe that's where the costume thing is coming in for you?
Oh, like how I don't like costumes?
Yeah.
I
I want to get down to the surface level of
why I didn't like wearing Halloween costumes.
or still.
What was the last costume you wore where you're like, this is it?
The last real Halloween I did, like when I was a kid,
Into the mic.
maybe like 11 or whatever.
Good age.
I was that's probably I wore Brett Favre Jets jersey
Oh,
right when he got in
hot.
trouble, and all the parents were like, "Why are you wearing that?" It was fun.
When he got in trouble back then?
Dick
on the
pics.
Jets, yeah.
He got in trouble for dick pics on the Jets?
He sent like a lot of pictures to the cheerleaders. He was going to.
Well, they were tasteful. I saw
I'm on a
them.
new team.
He was going. He was very obviously. The crazy thing is he wasn't even that old in hindsight. He was like 38 probably.
Yeah.
Aaron was like, "Dude, retire. You're way too old to do football." And he was obviously going through like some crazy midlife crisis.
Yeah, he was too old to sling the football, but he was not too old to sling his pee-pee.
He got in a lot of trouble. Well,
Yeah.
he's such a weird guy, and he gets like, what did he get in trouble like maybe a couple years ago for the defrauding the Mississippi state government, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Like
just-
as one does.
Yeah, as one does. He was moving money from like something that's supposed to feed the homeless to like his daughter's volleyball team.
Yeah.
He
Like-
built them a new stadium.
Like he's just such a scumbag. It's kind of interesting. This guy from the Wrangler commercials.
That state is so poor too. Like just driving through
That's
the middle
why.
of it.
Mississippi's a strange state. I've spent like a good amount of time driving through like the deep south and stuff.
Yeah.
We got like
You ever
soon.
What time is it?
I can't read this.
Just go and just hit it and just go and redo it.
I'm gonna hit it and then do it
Again,
again.
quit it.
To commercials. This episode is brought to you by Paternity Clothes. Paternity Clothes. Because we get cravings too. No. Start over. You can't just keep... You keep flashing your nipples at me in the beginning of the episode. These clothes will help you strut in public without showing it all in public. Tired of people showing their nipples out? Why is there no clothes for us? This episode is brought to you by Paternity Clothes. Paternity Clothes. Because we get cravings too. Griff's taking his shirt off again. Again. Can you believe that?
Hi, I'm Griffin of the G Spot, with me, Griffin. What Matt so eloquently said.
Are you tired of walking around with your nipples just out and about? I know I am. But with paternity clothes
Are the wave of the future. Guys with dad bods or OJ bods or spoiled milk bods, they all love it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Paternity clothes. Brought to you by the G-Stru...
Sure, stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Preston.
They are good.
Who's
Thanks for asking?
Who's a better actor? Jack Nicholson or Christopher Walken?
Jack Nicholson or Christopher Walken?
Yeah.
I think Christopher Walken's more interesting, but Jack Nicholson's so awesome too.
And he just like throughout his age, he just continued to be such a good actor.
Nicholson's a lot like DiCaprio, where like just every 10 years he has a major movie.
Yeah.
Also likes younger women.
Yeah, was always dating.
A bit of a playboy in Hollywood.
Yeah, he's kind of the first. Yeah, the textbook, courtside of the LA Lakers with some model guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Walken though has more interesting parts though to me. Or at least has like Walken at his best is way more interesting than. But Nicholson's more of like a true like star, like can carry a movie by himself and just you want to see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like Sisyphus.
Oh?
Sisyphus.
Is that CIPA?
No.
That's the Greek guy who rolls the boulder up.
He could carry it by himself.
Oh.
You must find beauty in the journey type.
Yes.
Meditation.
Yeah.
Marcus
Man.
Aurelius. Meditations.
I've got that book.
It's really good.
Yeah.
What other books do you have?
I've got a lot of books. I can't read that well, but I've got a lot of books.
What's the last book you read?
I've been working on meditations. I'm on chapter 4.
Into the mic, please.
The meditations, I wouldn't even read it like all the way through. I was like, just like skim through it kind of, like just whenever you're bored or whatever.
I've got like a lot of scary books, scary history books.
Oh, like history. Okay.
Yeah, like
It's like the third time I've asked you.
What?
If you could just do it into the mic.
Oh, he dies into the mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
The entire reason we brought you on today.
it might actually
And that big, beautiful personality of yours.
it might actually explain why my Twitter feed is the way that it is.
What's your favorite book?
So there's this book called Stasi-Land.
Okay.
It's this like Australian woman who goes to Germany right after the wall comes down.
Okay.
So she's interviewing the Stasi and she's interviewing people from East and West Berlin.
Is this nonfiction?
It's fiction. Yeah, nonfiction.
Okay.
Yeah. She's cool though. Like the way that she writes, she's like, I got off the train and I was hungover this morning, and then like so it's like easy to read.
It's all verbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to read. Just fascinating. They're talking about like some baby was born in West Berlin but needed like medical attention that they couldn't get, or East Berlin. So they had to like sneak it over to West Berlin so that it could get the care that it needed. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stories that came from it. Just like literally a country. It would be like if you if you went to like Korea and like you went and like their divider came down. Yeah. And then you were talking to the people immediately after.
I know what I mean. It's Berlin. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Berlin Wall was really, again, that's one of those things that like, I think because when we were born and stuff, we kind of missed out on how crazy that actually was.
Yeah.
Because I think in history books, you kind of compare it to wall to say it was divided.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how crazy it is for the capital city of a country to be split between two different governments. And they still have to be considered the same city too.
I was talking to my uncle about this.
Yeah.
It came down accidentally. So basically the story goes, this newly appointed czar came in and his job was to oversee what they were calling the transition phase.
Of Russia?
Of
Germany.
Yeah, of Germany.
So Germany,
they committed to knocking down the wall.
Was it not USSR though? But
it was
yes.
The USSR Germany. Like collapsed basically.
So USSR had collapsed and Germany was like trying to figure out what to do with itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Afterwards, they were still under Russian control.
So
the transition period.
Yes. So, the guy fucked up in a live interview and said that they're taking down the wall like today.
That's so funny.
And then he committed the entire USSR to his fuck up, and then it happened because they couldn't back out.
Matt, you might know this. How soon after Reagan gave the Gorbachev speech did the wall come down?
It was a little. I think it was a couple of years.
So it was okay. So it wasn't like the next couple months. Okay.
Yeah.
or the opposite.
No, I should know exactly what it was. I think he gave the speech in like.
Was it first term?
I think the wall came down in 91, and he gave the speech in like 80.
Oh, so he wasn't even in office.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could be wrong. It might be 89. It still went.
you're right. It did come out in 91. No, I think it was 89.
91.
I think it was 89.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's been 3 years since I looked at any of this stuff.
That's an interesting period of history I'd like to learn more about. Is like, or I guess area is
Mhm.
post World War II. Germany.
Fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, like or like just like having to rebuild. Like this place has just been destroyed.
Yeah. And the weird thing too about like speaking of Berlin at that time,
Yeah.
like it's so deep in East Germany. So, but there's West Berlin that's part of Western Germany, but it's
Yeah.
literally an island of democracy surrounded by
Yeah, it's
socialism.
like Austin and Texas. But like the
Yeah,
air,
that's where democracy lives and breathes. The rest of us are just commies.
the airlift
Freak.
of well, just like it's like a blue city in a red state. But like the airlift and stuff to get supplies there.
Yeah.
What was it called?
A helicopter.
No, there was like the U.S. was
Supply
doing.
drop?
I guess probably the UN was doing this like emergency supply drop for like years and years to get
Yeah.
supplies to
Wait, was it like
free
just
Berlin.
a flyover and drop, or did they build like a conveyor belt or like a ski lift?
That'd be fun.
1,000-mile. Well,
Like one of those
400-mile
like
conveyor
the
belt.
glass tube at the bank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Have you ever been inside one of those?
Inside a bank?
No,
Oh,
a glass
inside a-
tube.
No, I haven't. No.
Have you ever
That's
lost?
kind of like the Hyperloop is though, like the Elon Musk thing.
You've been inside that?
No, but they're trying to. They've been trying to for
Would you
years.
ever go in it? No, you don't like
If-
glass tubes.
If they figured it out, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon though. Some guys have tried.
What about like a gigantic hamster city? Do you think you could like climb up in those tubes?
It's really confining though.
They probably wouldn't be glass.
Yeah, I'm claustrophobic. I can't do it.
I'm claustrophobic,
I don't
too.
like.
Well, no, but like really
confined
big.
spaces.
You wouldn't have to fit into a gerbil hole.
I know what you mean. I'm
Just a man size.
You could even let's say it's 3 men wide.
Man, you should be president one day.
I probably could be.
He definitely has vision.
It's
Yeah,
actually not that great.
yesterday we went to this coffee shop
Yeah.
and walked in, and there's a very large man in front of us.
Probably the largest boy that I've seen that close in a long time.
He was like 6'6", like 300 pounds. Looked like an O lineman,
like a brick shithouse.
like a
Like a left guard from Wisconsin kind of
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Literally like corn fed Midwest.
Yeah, Midwest boy.
Yeah.
and he had the boy ponytail.
I couldn't stop laughing, which was the ridiculous thing. Like I think I made him insecure because like
Yeah, big guys like that. Yeah.
my first thought walking in, like immediately opened the door. I'm like, I should ask him if he played football. And then my second thought, we've had a long-standing beef with Coetzel. I'm like, maybe this is Coetzel.
My first thought was, how's the weather up there?
So we were just a mess in line,
Yeah.
just like, and he kept looking back at us, and I'm like,
We couldn't stop.
how do
played
you
it
grow
off.
so big?
Yeah, it is like big guys. Yeah.
And
Like,
I felt like
generation.
such a small boy.
The kind of boy that could have picked up a truck.
Yeah, like these like Midwest offensive lineman guys are enormous.
Like if he didn't win state championship in high school, I don't know what he was up to.
Yeah, it's a crazy build, man. Those like true giant alignment are like is it different?
Yeah.
It's crazy they exist. They're so big.
I know.
Yeah.
And and then there was a tall lady there too.
Sure.
I'm like, am I just a small boy today? I was wearing my tall shoes.
Yeah, you realize they're giants out there.
Yeah.
I think I have a pretty simple explanation, actually.
What is it?
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Sorry for that.
All right, yeah, no, you're a short fuck. You happy?
I'm taller
Well,
than you some
like
days.
most of the linemen do come from like the Midwest, though. Like
Yeah.
if you look at the draft, the best linemen always come from like Wisconsin, Iowa, Alabama for sure, but like also like Michigan and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just because it gets so big and so tall, it's
Those Swedish boys.
yeah, and like the D
They're all
linemen tend
sweet
come
to
from the
me.
South, and then it is interesting like the different regions of like
Size.
people and like and all the quarterbacks and receivers come from like LA or
And in Connecticut, we're just normal people.
No, we're a tight end state,
you guys
brother.
are pilgrims, man.
We're tight end state. Shout out Luke Schoonmaker. Backup tight end for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Are there a lot of athletes that come out of Connecticut? Like
Matt Harvey.
okay,
He was from New London. Not a ton. Yeah, I can't think of much
Ray
more.
Allen.
Ray Allen, he's
That's
from
interesting.
Connecticut. A lot of people go to like basketball high schools in Connecticut, like Isaiah Thomas did, and
Yeah,
like, other
there's
people.
Oh, are there like prep schools up there?
Yeah, Donovan
We're
Mitchell did.
big boarding school state.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Which is that Northeast stuff, man.
What
Yeah.
happened to us?
The East Coast elitism.
Yeah,
It's the
If
best.
you're from specific towns in Connecticut, you're just generationally wealthy.
Yeah, it's a different kind of like really, really old money up there. That
Colonial money.
yeah, it's interesting.
Sometimes people think that we are from that too,
Sure.
or like we lived in the shoreline. We worked for these people.
Yeah, that's like the interesting dichotomy up there. It's like it's kind of like Atlantic City, where it's like
Hey, buddy, we are nothing like Atlantic City.
no, just the dichotomy of like
No,
extreme.
take it back.
We're
Or
not
like
we're
Atlantis.
not-
Atlantis.
Yeah,
Who's Atlantis?
under the sea.
The city that got lost or something.
I think talking about like the,
Wait, no,
the
I thought that was
the water park.
Jamestown.
No,
What's-
no, that was the lost colony.
Oh,
It's Roanoke.
what are
Roanoke was the
we?
last colony.
Roanoke was the last
Roanoke was the
colony.
last colony, yeah.
Jamestown was just a shitty colony.
Jamestown was just. I think
Yeah,
Jamestown was
we're
the
like that.
first colony
Yeah, the Spanish fucked us on that one.
on Jamestown.
Yeah, they were like, we're gonna make them drink salty
You
water.
mean the committee? They had a great season, a hell of a run. Didn't even get considered with this 14.
It is crazy. Like when I go up to the Northeast, I'm always reminded because everything in Texas. We want to talk about this the other
It's
day.
bigger.
It's bigger, sure, but like it's all like recently built too. Like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of our oldest buildings here from like the 1970s.
hmm
And then you go up to like the Northeast, you realize how old this country is
Yeah,
with like houses from like the 1600s and stuff.
yeah, yeah. I did like an internship, and I went around to all these houses. If they're built from that long ago, they literally have like a plaque on their house.
Well, they're
Yeah.
landmarks.
Yeah,
That's like all of Essex.
yeah. But people actually live in those houses.
Yeah.
Where's how far are you guys from Boston?
Less than 2 hours.
Are you closer to New York or Boston?
New York.
I think it's dead split.
No, it's like an hour and 10 minutes to New York if you drive.
Oh, I guess the state, but not the city.
No, downtown Manhattan.
What?
Hour and 10.
How fast are you
hour
driving?
and a half.
Next
talking about?
question.
Big difference.
You take Route 9 all the way up, and then you get to the oh shoot balls.
Oh, you're not taking 95?
No, you don't take 95 anywhere.
95 over GWB.
No,
We don't actually have to go over.
because
it.
the toll is like $25.
Yeah, but I'm rich, dude. I work for
that
rich
also
people.
comes with toll
Yeah.
bridge traffic. That's
Yeah.
why it's taking you 2 hours to get to New York. You got to go up the Connecticut Turnpike.
Boston's a better city.
You like Boston better?
Yeah.
Do
Well,
you
Boston.
like
I've never
Boston
been to
better, or
Boston.
have you spent more time in Boston?
Yes.
Okay.
Boston feels like Fort Worth. Like if we're comparing, Boston's Fort Worth.
I get that.
And New York City's Dallas.
Put it in terms for you to understand.
Thank you.
Have you ever been to Boston?
I've never been to Boston, been to New York though.
Mhm. New York's fun.
I love
How long
New
did you stay?
Just maybe a week or two.
What part?
Just Manhattan.
Oh, nice. Like New York, Manhattan?
Yeah, Manhattan, New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, New York's the best.
I'm glad we finally
Boston
got a
seems really cool, though.
resolution there.
Yeah, Boston is cool. And you can get your clam chowder there. They serve it at Red Sox
Well,
games.
Boston seems a little bit more quaint,
Mhm.
obviously, because New York's so.
It's
Fucking
still a
enormous.
gigantic city, though.
It is really big, but
Boston is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but compared to New York, though.
yeah, definitely.
Like, it feels a little bit more manageable, like Fort Worth to Dallas. Where
Good
Dallas is
comparison.
such a wide city, right? Like, you have to drive everywhere. Everything's like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas, so they say.
You know how, like, comparison wise, people are talking about like Brooklyn becoming like it's not the same as it used to be. It's
Sure.
kind of lame now.
Yeah.
Like,
Gentrified?
yeah, gentrified. Boston's kind of like that now. Like
getting a little
Southie
gentrified.
is where people want to live now. It's not the
That was
dangerous.
never
Yeah, I've
the
heard.
case.
I heard Bill Simmons talking about that,
Yeah,
where it's like getting a little bit nicer and safer.
you're literally like still living in, like, you're paying a ton of money to live in a shitty house,
Mhm.
but it's like a great area to be in now.
Yeah, and that's how things get a little bit nicer over time. Some
No, that's what he's saying.
We're losing
dummy.
our grid.
They're not doing anything there. It's the same
We're
South.
losing our
well,
grid.
they'll come in and somebody will flip the house and
Yeah.
add a couple zeros to their price point and push out the families that have been there for like 300 years.
Yeah.
Actually helping the community,
Yeah.
destroying local restaurants, replace them with Chipotle's.
Oh, but dude, Chipotle's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like Chipotle is better than any mom and pop restaurant you'll ever find.
Do you think we would ever
Yeah.
live in a world where we could see the day
Mhm.
that there's a clam chowder version of Chipotle.
Boston Market.
That's just Long John Silver, man.
Do you like Long John Silver?
No,
I've only seen it in.
I don't think I've ever been there.
I've never been
I've
either.
there either. We were talking about these restaurants the other day. Golden Corral.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Golden Corral's like a really.
That's
I've only went there in high school once after like a football game. I don't get how it's restaurants like that. You don't really understand how they stay in business until you live in a place like Oklahoma.
yeah.
You're like, okay, Golden Corrals and Dollar General, all of a sudden they make economic sense. You're like, I get it.
Oklahoma's an odd state.
It's out there. It's strange. It's one of the weirder places I've ever lived.
I saw
I've lived like a bunch of different places, you know, and
Uh-huh.
it's in like this area of Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
How
Oklahoma's
many different places do you think?
5 or 6.
I was gonna
Oh,
say 5 or 6.
I was gonna
Like
go-
cities in Texas.
I was going to take the over there. I was going to say 7.
Okay, but
Never
Norman's
lost.
like Oklahoma's like it's so bizarre. It's everything's just a little bit different.
I saw a pack of purebred dogs running on the street.
And
It
this
was
guy
like
knows his purebreds.
Dogs that had gotten like
In
abandoned
Oklahoma?
in Oklahoma. On the
Yeah,
way
no
back
stuff
from
like
Tulsa.
that. It's very like
Stupid
cartoonishly country.
Yeah.
Like it's
You're a stupid bitch.
It's so odd. Like
Yeah, Waco's kind of like a not rough, but like sometimes like Texas town that's got some like Texas grit to it, and it's weird little history to it.
Oh, Waco's rough, dude.
It's a very strange city.
Yeah, what are your favorite memories
was-
of Waco?
I love
both of
Waco.
you?
Waco's an interesting
I had a guy pull a
town in
gun.
Texas.
I wasn't home at the time, but my roommate, he pulled a gun on our neighbor who was a drug dealer.
Sure.
Super awesome dog. We'd babysit
Yeah.
every once in a while. Some other person came in, started shooting off a pistol into the air looking for this guy.
What part of Waco? What street is this?
James.
Okay.
So like near Shorty's.
Okay. Yeah. That's where it gets really weird,
It's
and it's crazy. Like it's right by campus
Cohen's
too.
and students start. We had some awesome neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
My
Some-
last week there's like a drive by like 2 streets over. You could hear it. It's like, you're like,
Yeah.
Whoa.
My God.
Some dude got like curb stomped at the local park.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a big thing.
Like
Everyone does it.
every 2 days you get a text from Baylor like, hey, don't go outside right now. Somebody's going nuts with a gun.
Just don't do it.
Just pretend there's bad weather.
It's literally it's because you get tornado announcements and hey, someone just got shot 6 minutes from campus. Yeah, don't be dumb. But never like most of the time it never involves a student because it's just
Mhm.
So like Waco is rougher, but like Norman's just weird where it's like packs of dogs and like weird meth heads and stuff. Or
Yeah.
They just keep the weird ones there.
I
What
don't
about like the
know,
cool
man.
ones? Where do they keep them?
Oh, the cool meth heads.
Yeah.
I think they're all probably in Waco.
Oh,
They all
makes
come
sense.
down south.
Yeah.
Preston, do you ever go to La Milpa?
What's up?
It's like this taco truck that
Oh,
comes out at
the
night.
Mida,
big
which
yellow,
part?
the big yellow truck.
In Waco?
Yeah, on LaSalle.
On LaSalle?
They're open till like 5 o'clock
by
in
the
the
Dollar
morning.
General kind of.
Yeah, like across the street, so the other side.
So you're driving down, it's like this.
Before you get to the circle,
Yeah. Oh, it's
It-
before the circle?
yes.
Oh, I'm thinking going towards the river.
I'm thinking going
Okay,
towards the
so
circle.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
What
it's
was,
like right there on the right.
was it
There's
like
like
Las
an auto.
Valencias?
It's what?
Valencias, that was the other one, the Mexican place on LaSalle.
I don't know.
Valentina's, maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's right at the corner by the circle. Like a
Okay. I've
drive-through.
never been, so I don't know.
That was pretty good.
Do you
Pretty
guys
good. We'll look 'em up.
graduate on the same day?
Probably
When did you graduate?
last year,
Oh no.
Oh, it wouldn't have been 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
What year?
No, it was last year.
Really?
Last summer, yeah.
Oh, damn. So
What year?
a year late.
2022.
Yeah, it was 2021. That summer.
Did you
Ah, man,
graduate-
I
did
just
you-
missed you.
Did you graduate early?
A summer late, actually.
Really?
Yeah, physics.
I had to retake calculus 3 times.
Nice.
It was really dumb.
Is it because you call it calculus?
Calculus? Yeah, I was very bad at it.
It's a hard math. I never even took it.
Yeah, it was tough. Math is hard.
I took math for
Math is so
history
hard.
majors.
That's good.
Algebra.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is
For the 11th
that
time.
Marcus Aurelius?
The meditations. No, Waco's a weird town though. It's a
It had a lot of character. I feel like every time I go back, there's a little bit less of it there.
it's getting a little bit nicer. And you're like okay, this isn't as fun anymore. But for it
Yeah.
was
It's a big old tourist trap now.
It's going corporate, dude. Sold out.
Damn it.
Fixer Upper ruined it all.
We were
Fuck
gonna
you,
do a
Chip.
We were gonna do a Mike in Waco.
Mwah.
Sure. Have I?
We gonna
I've done.
future?
I did comedy in Waco a couple times.
So was John Brown. He was telling us about that.
John
Oh,
Brown's
yeah.
done it. They do it at the theater sometimes.
Yeah.
There's like a what's it called? Like a theater group there that has a little building.
Yeah, they also do improv there.
Yeah, improv stuff.
So
Super cool.
I hate to be like, if you could just do it into the mic, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, for sure.
So Big Laughs is opening pretty soon. You said that the open mics can start in March or something. You know what?
That's just what someone told me. I don't know if that's true.
So you don't know what day it would be yet.
I don't know.
If it's on Thursday, that's gonna be awkward.
They probably won't do it. Probably do Wednesday or Tuesday.
Yeah, that'll be a cool spot to check out.
Sure.
What do you think you're gonna open with?
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I have so much time.
Do you think you'll host?
Hopefully, I have another 2 hours by then.
That'd be sick. Like
Yeah.
podcasts that have gone unreleased or like material.
Material, full like new hour.
Yeah, I mean,
what do I
yeah,
need? New hour
Probably
right
gonna
now.
be at
New
like
hour.
12 hours by the
Yeah.
time that opens up.
Once this one, I burn this one, dude. I don't know.
One thing I've noticed that's a little bit weird with comedy here is like people are releasing comedy albums on Spotify that are like
Here,
they're releasing them like songs.
No,
almost
Spotify.
on Spotify.
you
here.
should do that. I mean, you should hit every access point you can.
but it's just audio and
doing
it's
it.
split up like to 5-minute segments.
But that's what albums are. Are you talking like it's not even?
It's not like a special where it's like, oh, I'm putting this hour together. It's like here's like a
Oh, they're
bunch
doing
of
like
jokes.
they're like doing like a single.
Yeah, they're releasing like singles.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't think you can gain traction that way. But if you're a fan of somebody, I'd be interested in them doing that.
Yeah.
Like Louis put all his albums on iTunes,
Oh, really?
on Apple Music again, and he owns them all. And I listen to them a lot because they're there. It's a really fun way to enjoy comedy. It's just a pure album.
To listen to something just because it's there.
Hmm?
You said you listened to.
Well, I'm saying if
Louis
it
just 'cause
wasn't
it's
there,
there.
if it wasn't there, I wouldn't go out and like look for it on YouTube or something like that. But like, oh, let's turn this on in the car while I'm driving to do a set or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gets you in the right frame of mind.
Well, not even that. It's not like that. It's just more like it's a cool thing as a fan to have the audio version of these specials.
Yeah.
Like I wish Chappelle would do it.
Well, didn't you say he owns them?
Louis owns all of his own stuff.
But you can
like-
buy like a
Louis
copy of it.
went back
What
and
happens
bought
if he
all
pulls it
went
off
back and
of
bought
Apple
like the
Music?
masters to all of his recordings.
That's probably the best thing that came out of him getting in trouble for him.
Well,
It's
he was
like-
already kind of doing that, I think, before he got in trouble. Yeah, I think when he got in trouble, obviously,
They like
it
gave him his
reaffirmed
show.
that okay, I should probably do this.
Yeah.
It's like what Taylor Swift is doing. Just buying back,
Getting into trouble.
When she gets
that'd
in
be
trouble.
funny if a comedian went back. Like you can see like Chappelle doing that.
Mhm.
Like this is Dave's version of "Killing Me Softly" or whatever.
Yeah. You'd have to re-record it.
That's what I'm saying. If he just
That'd
went,
be funny.
if he just went back and did his same set from 20 years ago, as now a 50-year-old man,
Making George Bush references and stuff.
George Bush and crack epidemic stuff.
So costumes. You're just not a fan of them, huh?
No, costume guy.
Is it like being in the costume itself that you're not a fan of, or just like the act of
I'm
participating?
just comfortable in my own skin. I don't feel the need to.
to put something up. What if like a role play type of thing, like down the road or something? You're married.
and the
of
fact that my
course.
mom's probably listening to this, I don't want to talk about.
Well,
that.
you'd be married. You'd be married.
I'd be married. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Though.
You're talking
don't
about like
think-
a rabbit suit?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Or okay, company Christmas party.
So what's your favorite?
You
Judd
wearing
Apatow?
you wearing a Santa Claus outfit?
I like what's up?
If you were at
Santa
like
Claus
a
outfit.
yeah Santa Claus.
Like to do like a charity thing.
Yeah.
If it was for charity, I'd do it. Sure.
That's really sweet of you.
The TCV Foundation? We haven't even
Um,
talked about that.
No, that's true.
You guys are starting a foundation, like a charity thing.
Well,
Yeah, we're
I
just
guess
swimming
so.
in so much money. We don't know what to do with it.
That'd be cool though.
Yeah.
Get in trouble, like launder it a little bit,
Yeah, yeah.
wash it off. That's where Dave comes in.
Yeah, clean it. We could put it in the laundry.
Yeah.
Do we want to save our next segment, or do we want to take it out now?
What do we got? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, probably around there.
Just
We
keep
do
talking.
now.
Just keep talking.
Wait, we could save it. One more.
Save it. Yeah, one
Yeah,
more.
one
One
more,
more.
one
Yeah,
more.
we'll end with it. Yeah.
What?
Oh, dude, don't worry your beautiful boy lips about
So
it.
what's your favorite like comedy album? Like, what's your favorite?
I don't know what my favorite is. I enjoy. I really like Nate Bargatze's specials.
I like Bargatze now.
He's a good listen.
He's another guy. When I first heard him, I didn't love him. I was kind of like, "What is this? It seems a little too boring."
Mm-hmm.
But the more he's around, the more you listen to him. Like, oh, I really like this guy.
Such like simple.
Yeah, such good jokes.
Yeah.
The clean thing is more appealing now. Like, I'm like, I think that's cooler now.
It's also much harder.
I
At least
can watch it with
personally,
my family,
I had
which is
somebody
cool.
ask me if I could do like a clean 15 minutes the other day.
Really?
And I was like, that'd be really hard for like some
Yeah.
showcase thing. I was like, I don't think I can, but it is really hard. It's like a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
You're like, this would be really hard, and they're like, actually, you can't say that.
Well, it's like it's like to impose restraint on yourself is a really hard thing to do is in any sort of creative outlet.
What if you just took? I mean, yeah, I guess it's more like it's. There's words you can't say, but there's also premises that you can't go with, which would be difficult.
Yeah, and like most things, you can look at it either way. You can either look at it as like a restraint
Mhm.
or guidance. But
Can you just alter your current jokes and be instead of saying
you can, and that's the hard part. It's like,
Well, it
how do I
depends
get
on the topic.
because you lean on curse words sometimes when you don't actually have the emotion to like fill in for like the emotion you're trying to get to.
yeah, stops you. Yeah, it stops you from getting.
They can become a
deeper.
crutch. They can become a crutch sometimes.
Mhm.
Like, well, if I can't say this word, I need to figure out why this word is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's
That makes you a
interesting.
better comedian to like fully analyze
That's
your
what I'm trying
jokes
to
and
say.
figure out.
Well, it makes you become a better writer because you actually have to write
Yeah.
out the feeling. Is what I'm trying to say. You can't just like lean on the.
You
got
gotta say
They could be
make-
more surface level.
make
than
love
going deeper.
to Preston passionately rather than I want to fuck Preston.
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't write someone else. Maybe
Dude,
Bring
Tyler.
it your own set.
Tyler Van
Tyler,
Zandt.
Yeah.
Van Zandt. Can't believe he changed his name. Probably one of the proudest moments, dude, is I changed the man's name.
Changing a man's name is really fun.
It was a weird power trip.
I
Hey, and the crazy thing is, I think it might stick.
Our friend Jay, we were calling him Janice for like a really long time, and Jan, and then I started calling him Jam, really like
That's fine.
quietly. Now we just call him Tubby. It's actually on this shirt.
He's not for sale.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it what?
Into the mic. Like I'm gonna freaking kill you, dude.
Dude.
Seems like that's more out of love though than out of frustration.
Yeah, I'm frustrated with how much I freaking love you, dude.
I appreciate it, dude.
Say it
welcome.
back.
So, what's your favorite Apatow movie?
40-year-old Matthew.
40 or what?
40-year-old Matthew.
Because I get.
Yeah.
You ever see Swingers?
No.
Swingers is a great movie. You ever see Swingers?
I just wear pineapples on my socks sometimes to let everybody know that I'm interested.
It is in hindsight's a bad name because of the connotation of swingers, but like
Well, and the economy.
the Jon Favreau movie.
Oh, The Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian. Do you like Mandalorian?
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
I didn't
Oh.
watch it either.
that was good.
Oh, I
don't
Okay,
like
so I'll name something
dork.
else. He was
I don't like Star Wars.
Marvel. He directs a lot of those movies.
He also directed Elf, which is crazy.
No kidding.
Did he?
Yeah, he had like a crazy run. He had Swingers, which is like an indie movie,
Mm-hmm.
into
Oh, is that
with Vince Vaughn.
not what I was thinking of?
That's one of my favorite movies. We did Swingers, and then another like a little indie movie with Vince Vaughn.
Mhm.
And I want to say he went straight into Elf and became like this huge blockbuster guy.
Damn.
And then Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
That was him?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
It's like, it's what an interesting career path. Like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
4 bangs.
Sure. Well, I think the second one was a dud. The second one he did with Vince Vaughn wasn't that great.
What was the second one?
I don't remember what it's called. They get like involved with the mob accidentally, and
Is Swingers different from the Mark Wahlberg movie?
yeah, it's very different.
What's the Mark Wahlberg movie where he's
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights? That's what I was
Very
saying.
different movies. Yeah.
Is that also Jon Favreau?
No, that's Paul Thomas Anderson. That's a crazy. Boogie Nights is one of the craziest movies I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
I haven't either.
Dude, Boogie Nights is wild.
Hi, I'm Griffin, and welcome to another segment of The G-Spot with me, Griffin. On this week's segment, we're going to try and add a little bit of flavor to your otherwise dull and boring life. As together, we find the G-Spot. On this week's segment of The G-Spot with me, Griffin, of The G-Spot, banana pudding. It's even good for your teeth. And the family barbecue.
Boy, I can't wait to put this in my mouth.
Welcome to the G-Spot.
Woody Allen's great. I think Annie Hall's the best.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Annie Hall's the best, I think.
I'm sorry.
I think it's the one that he won his Oscar with.
I believe so.
His first Oscar.
I have it
He's
saved
won
in my
multiple Oscars?
HBO queue.
Woody Allen, yeah, he won a ton of Oscars. You know, he's one of those guys on the court. He was great. Off the court, kind of fell apart.
It's like John Morant.
John Morant for sure.
Yeah.
Just kept flashing that gun.
What are you doing?
Annie
I
Hall's
was going to
great.
look for the thing. I'm not going to be able to find it right now.
Manhattan's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Made in Manhattan?
No, Woody Allen's Manhattan, where it's black and white.
Oh, then I haven't seen that one either.
That's really good. That's probably my favorite, actually.
Yeah, we gotta go find these movies.
They should be all on HBO.
Future Matt, check them out.
I know Annie Hall is.
Annie Hall's really good.
What's that movie about?
What Annie Hall's about?
Yeah.
I think it's like semi-autobiographical about what he was going through at the time with it's just about. I think it's just about the birth and death of a relationship. But it's about Annie Hall.
Oh, she sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Hot?
What's up?
Is she hot?
Is what?
Annie Hall. Is
I'm
she
trying to
hot?
think who plays what's the actress?
Right, Annie Hall.
Winona Ryder.
It's not Winona Ryder. She's
Oh,
also
she's
also in The
hot.
Godfather. She plays Kay
No
Adams in The
shit.
Godfather.
I saw the first one like a long time
She's
ago.
not the Godfather.
She plays Kay Adams in The Godfather. Michael's wife.
The girl that you said?
Winona Ryder?
It's not
Yeah.
Winona Ryder. No, it's the
I
girl-
told you she's not the Godfather,
Hall.
dude. You sound so foolish
Annie Hall.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the girl who plays
Your hair looks spectacular, though.
Diane Keaton. Her name's Diane.
Diane Keaton.
Keaton. Yes, yeah.
Was she ever hot?
Yup.
I think she's cute.
Still is.
She did an old lady rom-com with
Steve Martin.
Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah,
As Good as It Gets.
As good as it gets.
As good as it gets, yeah.
That's the movie I was thinking of
That's
earlier.
that's a fun Jack Nicholson movie, dude. Because that's essentially just Jack Nicholson. If Jack Nicholson ever just said like, "Hey, I'm gonna start dating people my own age,"
Do you think
which
that's
that's the most that's why it's the most out there premise of all time. Is that Jack Nicholson's going like, "Yo, maybe I should stop dating girls who are 40 years younger than me."
I'm gonna go
Never
after
going to
that?
happen.
Dude, he's probably like,
That-
this lady's disgusting.
Those gilf ladies.
Dude, he's probably throwing up off stage. and shit.
You know me making out with this old lady?
Like, this is gross.
Hey, Jack.
You know Robert Duvall
I'm gonna
from
tell
The
you right
Godfather?
now.
Yeah.
It
So
was
Robert
not
Duvall
gross
did
for
a-
some of us.
What?
Robert Duvall did a Howard Stern interview one time,
Uh,
and he has this new wife who's like way younger than him, right?
Mhm.
And Howard
Hot.
goes, do you have any advice to you guys? He goes, whatever. And Robert goes like, yeah, the worst thing for an old man is an old woman. Yeah,
Younger women, faster horses,
sure,
older whiskey.
sure.
Is that a Texas thing?
It's a country music song.
That explains it.
Yeah, those guys are interesting though. Duvall's a great actor too.
Have you ever done any acting?
No.
Would you ever?
Probably not, no.
So you're not a big costume guy, not a big actor. You trying to make it in this business, pal?
I don't think so.
Okay, nice.
Griff and
Very
I are really
very
starting to get
actively
into
trying to not make
costumes.
it.
Well, role play.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Godfather?
I've seen the first one.
Same.
You ever seen part 2? That's crazy.
Actually, I think Tubby and I watched all of. They're long.
They're very long, yeah. Almost as long as Lord of the Rings.
I'm more of a Goodfellas guy.
Goodfellas is more fun to watch.
Spectacular.
Godfather's a better movie though. If that makes
Mhm.
sense.
I watched that movie
Part
in
2 is
Miss
like-
G's class in high school.
Goodfellas?
Yeah,
Yeah, I probably watched it like early high school. Yeah.
I watched it like during school.
What?
That's why I watched Top Gun during school.
Hot movie.
Yeah, it was a crazy. I didn't know that Goose
We're
died.
like
I
Hot Gun.
I started tearing up the back of class. Like, no way, Goose.
He does?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. They're gonna hate you, dude.
Yeah, Godfather's great. Part 2 is better though.
I heard part 3 is terrible.
It's pretty hard to watch.
Yeah.
Well, Duvall, it was like some contract dispute, where Duvall, they wouldn't give Duvall the money he wanted, so he wouldn't come back. So it's just Pacino by himself and Diane Keenan.
Oh,
she's
you know
hot.
what? I saw part of part 2. I saw the part where they all get shot through the ceiling, and they're all in this one room, and they all get just like lit up, like a bunch of people.
Like with a lighter.
It's like one of the opening scenes, basically, of Godfather 2.
I don't think so.
It's actually Chicken Little.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's
Great
that might be part
movie.
3, but I don't think there's
Part 3.
because there's a part where they try to assassinate Michael,
Mm-hmm.
where he's in his place in Tahoe, but it's not through the roof. There's not like a. Oh, when is it De Niro? When De Niro's playing like a young version of,
I think
Brando?
so, yeah.
he's going across the roof trying to kill Bandino or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that might be it. It was a
Yeah.
long time ago that this happened, but
Yeah,
I think
The Godfather.
yeah, especially that part. That's the part in like the 40s. Actually, probably the 20s actually.
golly, these
Great
guys are-
time to be alive.
Yeah, it's a really
That's
it's a
my
really
favorite
interesting
time period.
It's a really interesting story of like the immigrants at that time.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite time period?
in history?
Generally, that's how the question is answered. Yeah.
Woo! Like from what point of view?
Your own.
I like right now. I think right now is really cool.
What about you?
1920s.
1920.
You're such a lady.
The golden age.
You
dude.
are like it's like midnight in Paris. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's a cool.
the Gilded Age.
I did become fascinated.
it is.
After I saw
That's
that movie,
earlier.
though, I did become fascinated with like Paris in the 20s. That like Hemingway.
Yeah.
You ever read A Movable Feast by Hemingway?
No.
That's like his biography about
Immovable feet.
a movable feast, like how like it was just a moving party.
You said feet.
no,
Oh,
just,
Freudian
feet might just
slip.
be on your mind, honestly.
Not on my mind. It's this guy I got to worry about. That's why I got to wear socks with corgi
I don't
butts
know,
and
feet are
Santa
getting awfully
hats
close
on.
to me, and I don't hate it.
But it's Hemingway's
Yeah,
book
we're so
about
comfortable
like
together.
his time living in Paris right after World War One, and it's like him, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Gertrude Stein, and Picasso.
Hot.
It's like a kind of like the first scene. You know, something like there's like music scenes and comedy scenes.
Mhm.
It's like the first one kind of mapped out in history that I can think of. That's what the movie, the movie's all about that.
Griff, 1920s. Could you see yourself being a flapper?
From what perspective?
What were the flappers?
The hot ladies. Or
Yeah.
like a flapper
Dancers, right?
dress.
Yeah.
It's got like tassels and
Is that
stuff
like-
and strands all over the place.
Like what Daisy was in Gatsby and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You could totally do it,
I love-
especially if you had the costume. Say yes.
You just want to get me in a dress.
Yeah.
More like out of my dress.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is basically our Christmas episode,
Is it?
potentially.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm like a Christmas guy.
Fuck yeah. What's your favorite Christmas song?
I don't know.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
I like the John Lennon song.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Was
So
he
This
in
Is
the
Christmas,
Beatles?
War's over.
Yeah, where's yeah.
It wasn't the Beatles, yeah.
He was? Yeah, okay. I thought
It's
so.
way better than the Paul McCartney one, which is a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Yeah.
This is kind of, weird and schizophrenic.
Having a wonderful time with Preston. So favorite movie of the Christmas theme?
I don't know.
Ooh. A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey.
Oh, I don't like that one.
I've never
Animated.
seen that.
I watch it every year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I watch the Santa
Home
Claus
Alone's
movies.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Die Hard, if you want to count that, that's fun.
Yeah.
I don't think you really count it.
We just had a conversation about this amongst my office. if that was a Christmas movie or not.
That's the dude wipes of Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people who say it's a
Yeah.
Christmas movie. Like to me, there's something kind of goofy about that.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just boys wanting to watch a good movie.
yeah,
At a
just say it's an
Christmas
action movie. Don't pretend it's.
Well, it could be a Christmas movie and an action movie.
I think it's both.
movie.
I think it's more like
Sounds
the
good,
kind of
dude.
guy who insists that it's a Christmas movie. That's kind of strange to me. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
If
cool
you
weird.
make that your
They drive a
personality,
pickup truck.
it's tough.
Yeah, yeah. There's some sort of compensation going on.
Well, yeah. Hopefully they're getting paid. You think they're just going to make
I
that
feel like
movie
there-
for
I feel like I
free?
have a favorite one. I'm not thinking of. I don't know.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Ooh.
Reindeer, Year Without a Santa
I'll Be Home for
Claus,
Christmas.
The Polar Express.
Oh, the
good
Four
movie.
Christmas. The Vince Vaughn one is funny.
Four
The Four
Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh, Reese Witherspoon.
When he goes to Robert Duvall's house and Favreau, the brothers there.
Yeah.
His name's Dallas. Yeah, that's funny.
That is a great movie.
That's very
Dallas
funny.
and Denver.
And then they realize that they can't be together or something like that because she wants a family and he doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel there's another comedy I'm thinking of. I can't think of right now.
Wait, isn't that movie? Didn't they break up, but they still go to Christmas together?
I think that's what it is.
Later on.
Yeah.
Mm,
No, I think it happens at the near the beginning.
I don't think that's that movie. That's with Jennifer Aniston.
Dude,
And
you're so on it right now.
That's,
Yeah.
That's
I don't know what
the,
that's called,
I
but
think it's
you're
called
right.
The Breakup.
That's such a good
That's the one.
movie.
But they still live together. Is the thing.
Yeah. And
But
it's
he won't commit.
super
Well,
awkward.
they were actually dating too. Vince Vaughn and
In real
Aniston.
life?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Why don't they have a couple name? What
They-
the hell is just
John.
hot?
Vince Vaughn has a funny career because he started off as they thought he was gonna be like a real actor, and he's awesome.
He's gonna hate you, dude.
Just watch out, Vince Vaughn.
Coming for necks.
No, but he was like in Swingers and stuff. He's like they had him do like the Psycho remake and stuff too. They thought he was gonna be like a dramatic actor, and he became kind of like a Will Ferrell type.
You got kind of pigeonholed as like the
Fast talking the wedding crasher guy is who he is in kind of every movie.
yeah
Just a fast talking bullshitter. But
smart but around dumb people, and that makes
Yeah.
him dumb.
Yeah, you are the company that you keep.
Mm.
well,
If you hang around a
I'm
barber
saying
shop long
if you tell
enough,
a kid now,
you'll get a haircut.
If you tell a kid now that guy dated Jennifer Aniston, you wouldn't really believe him.
I didn't believe
You
you.
know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
this doesn't match up. But like at the time, it made perfect sense.
What a boy.
What a dog, dude.
I think they're making Dodgeball 2, I think.
I don't think we need that.
No,
I think we're
sequels are
fine.
tough.
Comedy sequels are always dumb.
We need original ideas.
Yeah, nobody makes movies anymore. Nobody writes them anymore.
Well, one thing that was interesting about I think it was Rick Rubin who said it. He's like, if you're doing it to target what the audience might like, then
Sure.
it's never going to really work out. But
Yeah.
if you make it towards what you like,
Sure.
then that's actually authentically coming about. And
Yeah, it's you always want the idea to be driving you. You don't want to be pushing the idea, kind of.
yeah, it's pandering when you.
Well, but also like Ruben,
Yeah, there you go.
that stuff doesn't always work in comedy. Like Ruben's a kind of mystical piece, really self-indulgent advice.
Yeah,
Where comedies, you have to like really. There's a little bit of pandering. You'd have to make something digestible for an audience.
yeah. It has to at least be applicable to
Yeah,
them,
because you're not making it in a studio. You're making it in front of people.
Yeah.
If you're locked away in a studio, like with mixing boards and stuff like that, then you can be like all kind of Sgt. Pepper's about it.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
never
like,
saw that movie.
Sgt. Pepper's is the Beatles album.
Yeah, no, but they made a movie about it. It was like actually a movie that they created. I
Oh,
think.
that's Yellow Submarine.
I thought they did Sgt. Pepper's. I thought
Oh.
they maybe it's just like a
Yeah, I think-
concept.
I think it was a concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually like the biggest Beatles fan I know. He's a big expert, so he would know.
I probably heard on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you ever
I got
hear
your back.
What's up?
Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson's song they did together?
Yeah.
So good.
They like hated each other. I think.
It's because Michael Jackson bought all of the Beatles,
Well, I think Paul was also this guy's weird.
but it was like Paul's idea. Paul's like, you want to start like you want to own your own stuff.
Yeah,
start buying-"
Michael was like, "What should I buy?" And Paul was like, "Music rights." This sure, and he went off and bought the Apple records or whatever.
Yeah,
He's been trying to get him back forever.
yeah. Oh,
I saw
shit.
McCartney live a couple years ago. It was really cool.
No
That's
kidding.
insane.
At
ACL.
American Airlines.
No ACL.
Oh,
Yo, speaking of Super Bowl performances, Paul McCartney's is insane. He gets the
Really?
entire crowd to sing "Hey Jude."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's really cool. It's really crazy that he's still alive. Like
Yeah.
that somebody from that era who created that many hit songs. Isn't like Bob Dylan's still touring too? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I know they seem too big for like. It's similarly to like Pink
britches.
Floyd. Like,
Yeah, Pink Floyd was strange. That was a really surreal one to see live.
Mhm.
You're like, holy shit! I'm watching the guy who seems comfortably numb
yeah,
do it right now.
that must have been incredibly hot.
Concert.
I guess you can call it that. But you said you saw him doing it.
We were singing the song. Yeah,
He was singing this multi-talented.
yeah, it was crazy.
You're crazy.
McCartney was like that.
Into the mic.
McCartney was like that.
Got to lay down the law with folks like these.
We've
What about you,
had a
Matt?
few.
What's the craziest concert you've ever been to?
I haven't been to many concerts,
Really?
honestly. Yeah. I can't even think who I don't know. I don't think I've really been to one where I was like really blown away.
Mhm.
I went to like a country concert.
Really?
Yeah. It was Brett Eldridge. It
Really?
was like fine. It was
That's
good.
cool. Country concerts are fine. They're fun.
Yeah,
It's like going to a baseball game.
you're there to drink and sing silly songs.
I saw Willie Nelson a couple blocks from here, but Billy Bob's
Mhm.
maybe 3-4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago actually.
One thing
Oh,
that's
that's pretty
weird about
cool.
like a lot of my family listens to country music, and I went to this festival in South Carolina in a
Sure.
farm, like literally in a field.
Yeah.
And everybody there was dressed like they just worked on a farm that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I don't
What did
relate
you
to these
wear?
people at all. I wore like salmon shorts. Like,
yeah, you have to
Sperry's.
go in their costumes. You have to go there in costume.
It doesn't feel.
Like we would buy the summer passes growing up here for like Jackson and stuff, and you get like 7 concerts and go to like Kenny Chesney, Jason Aldean,
Mhm.
that entire like country circuit.
Yeah. It
And
doesn't
you-
feel like something I would do though. Like wear their
well,
clothes.
when you're like a freshman in high school, or in high school is a lot of fun because you go and do whatever you want there, the lawn and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Mhm.
Saw Rascal Flats. That was.
I saw them.
Did you actually?
Yeah. Rascal Flats, Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw. I'd go see Tim McGraw.
Reba.
I'd go see
McIntyre.
Reba.
I saw John Mayer and
She's just a single mom.
the Grateful Dead a couple months ago. That was a crazy concert.
Her
Oh,
job is tough.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing with John Mayer's like his like single career, like
Yeah.
his solo career, kind of was impacted by him joining like the Dead and Company.
Well, it made him digestible to a group of fans out there who beforehand wouldn't be interested in him.
Yeah, but like when was the last time he released an album that you were like, whoa, this is like a John Mayer
Um,
album?
About 2 years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, he had that solo album. It wasn't very good. It wasn't like
It was
one
like
of his best.
country kind of.
No, it was more like 80s synth pop.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it was just a one song you released that was kind of.
He had one song. He had one album that was kind of Neil Youngish that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 2017 though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Sure. Yeah, but when he joined the Grateful Dead, like a lot of like Deadheads started loving him and became kind of like a classic rock guy, like a modern classic rock icon, kind of.
Yeah,
The
probably
internet-
has a ton of fun doing it.
Yeah, he obviously does. It's a weird thing that happened because he was for most of our life, he was kind of like the teen beat guy
Yeah.
who,
Like
people-
Adam Lambert.
Who's Adam Lambert?
He
Is he the-
joined.
He won American Idol.
Is he Maroon?
Yeah. No.
Oh, he does Queen now. He's
Yes,
the
that's
headman
the
for
one.
Queen.
But isn't that the guy who does
No.
Maroon 5?
No.
No, that's Adam Levine.
Oh,
Yeah, Levine.
Okay, I don't know. Adam Lambert is it?
Very talented man.
I love
Won American Idol.
I love classic rock, but Queen has always been. I never liked Queen that much.
Well, it's the classic Beatles Queen debate and debacle. You know.
Mm.
I think it's more Beatles Stones, but yeah.
Yeah. No, not really. I'm a big music guy, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you can tell by all the various albums that I have right here. I keep mine. I don't just toss them out to my friends.
Well, I think Queen was more 80s.
Yeah, maybe.
When was Bohemian Rhapsody, you think?
That was
Not-
definitely
not-
like 80, 82 or something.
Yeah, Night at the Opera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her best album, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Live Aid
Live Aid, it's a really cool concert.
at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a big history.
You're a big buff right here.
Yeah, dude. I've
You
been
know, a
hitting
great
the
Live Aid
musical gym.
performance too. I think it was next year was Tom Petty. Tom Petty had a really cool one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Do they
Last
still
Dance with Mary Jane.
do they still do Live Aid?
I think so. Every now and I don't know.
Hmm.
It'd be big now because it's kind of become like a full circle.
There was that Live Aid concert that was like
They still do Farm Aid, like Neil Young still does Farm Aid and stuff.
just not on Spotify.
Yeah, I love Neil Young.
I know, it was such a bummer that he took his stuff off of it because
You know,
I had a couple of his songs.
I don't think that was his choice, was it?
Yeah,
it
I think it
was
was.
because of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but I thought
He
they
was like,
also were like,
he was mad
"You're
at
done."
he was mad at Joe Rogan for like the vaccine stuff or whatever, and then he pulled all his stuff off.
Boy, history has really proven him right, huh?
I have
you
no
get
idea.
it.
I have no opinion. I don't
Yeah.
even know. I know so
You're
little
just probably
about that
guzzling
shit.
down those boosters, huh, buddy?
Yeah, I have 12 booster shots for
Dude,
sure.
if you're getting boosters out, it's for the love of the game.
Dude,
Yup.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're still out there getting a booster shot in 2023, you love the fucking game.
Yeah.
Nah,
Big
Neillian-
farm aid.
Neillian's
That's what they
dope,
like to
though.
call
He's
it.
a
I think.
really interesting
Yeah.
guy. I didn't like him until like later in life,
hmm
but he's so like fiercely anti-establishment and fiercely independent that it's really fascinating. guy
That's
to
the
watch.
kind of boy you want.
as a performer and musician, sure.
Oh, what was that group that he was with a bit? It was
Buffalo
like
Springfield.
no, it was like
His band was Crazy Horse.
but who did he perform with all the time? It was like 3 other people. They sing Our House.
Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Crosby, Stills and Nash and
and
Young, yeah. I think Stills
We asked.
just died or something.
We've,
Crosby
we've
died.
already
Crosby
we've
did.
already
Crosby's
addressed
passed
this on
away.
here, I believe, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Steven
very
Stills
upset
is
by
still alive.
hmm
it.
Graham.
So I think now might be a good time. I don't want to,
it was great.
take away from. I was just going to move on to the next thing. I mean, it's
What do you
all
got?
right.
What do you
It's not- I have a,
Griff's good
a
at like
very. We have a very.
conversations linger. He's very good at like, hey, we're flowing in a conversation right now. Let me distract us from this entire thing.
That wasn't me. That was you, dude. I
Oh,
tried to take it away from you, but
someone
we've got
actually-
like a nice little present to give you.
Oh, it's true. Someone actually commented on one of our episodes once. It was like, I would need to see a compilation of Griff burping on the podcast.
I don't think I've done it once today.
You haven't. Do you know who that person was, though, who commented that? Or is that just somebody?
I don't know.
I didn't recognize it.
So, again, I'm sorry for spilling beer on the bottom of your thing. So, good luck driving home. I know you didn't want to sip. That was my bad. I got
In the spirit of Christmas,
yeah.
a gift
I just hope it's not a dog.
with a card with a nice poem. If you could read
I
the
feel
poem.
bad I didn't get you guys anything.
Oh, don't feel bad at all.
It's gonna be
Your
so
presence
bad.
is fantastic.
That's why they call it the present.
If you could read the card live, that would be a present.
I really don't want to.
If you could, that would be.
This is
So
really
the card is actually like right there.
This is really sweet, guys.
yeah,
Thank
I
you
would
so
start with the
much.
card and then go to the present. Honestly.
Yeah. I wouldn't put that there. It's full of beer.
And just right into the mic too.
I would like to.
You don't
point
have
out-
to read the cover.
Thank
you
you
can
for
just read
always
the
showing
poem.
up. Jesus Christ.
Wait, let's get it. Just
Yeah.
a clear.
No.
Yes, please. Well, just a clear reading of it, and that would be.
Griffin.
I'll read it if you want.
I can do it.
You should read it.
Yeah.
Nah,
got
dude. Nah, this is hey, this is between me and you.
Yeah.
This is private. I'm
Well,
gonna keep
and
this.
everybody watching.
You don't want it to be read?
Well, it's
Nah,
a
he says a lot of
card.
bad words.
Yeah.
No, there's no bad words.
So first, I
Is
would
there
like to
bad
point out
words?
to the audience. Nope, not one. That I sealed this with
You are
a
my
kiss.
stairway to 11.
Swack.
You are my stairway to leaving. You made me feel like I'm in heaven.
Heaven.
Levin Heaven. Yeah,
Well,
just
you
from
know,
the
it's,
top.
It's more fun. It's like a scary movie for the audience where they don't actually know what it is.
But just from the top of it.
So I'm saying, like, Griffin wrote me like a very extreme love letter.
I did
That's making me really uncomfortable.
because of how much you love it.
No,
If I
it's because I don't. Because again, you're so good at playing this
Get the-
character. I don't know if it's real or not.
it's.
It scares me.
I'd read. I think it's.
we'll read it.
Well, do you have it memorized?
I've got it right here.
Dude, don't fuck.
It's really flattering.
You make my heart go boom. You're the fruit of my loom.
All right. So from the top,
You're jolly and merry. I hope you enjoy this gift. My sugar plum fairy.
hey,
Very funny.
Preston.
Yeah.
Oh, how I love your sexy hair.
Yeah.
You are my beautiful brother bear.
Where'd
You
get this
are
Brother
my
Bear? Like when did you start
stairway-
saying Brother Bear?
It
you
just
are
came up. We
you
talked
are-
about the movie
Was it a
once.
Baylor thing?
That's the movie Brother Bear.
I understand that, but when did he start saying Brother Bear?
He started saying it to me like a couple months ago.
There
You are my stairway to heaven.
Can I open the gift?
Yeah,
What's in there?
as you're reading it.
Yeah. Oh, how I love your sexy hair. You are my brother, bear. You are my stairway to heaven. You make me feel like I'm in heaven. You make my heart go boom. You are the fruit of my loom.
No, dude.
You're jolly and merry. I
What
hope
is
you enjoy
this?
this gift, my
What-
sugar plum fairy.
What is this?
Just hold it up.
Shut up, dude.
Your lover in waiting, Griffin.
Dude, no way.
Yeah, I poured my heart and soul into
What
this.
is this?
Just right up to the camera.
What?
It's a gift from the heart.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You love it, don't
You're
you?
psychologically insane, dude.
You love it. I spent a ton of money on this today.
Dude. Griffin. Griffin, no. No. You have to cut this out, Matt.
I don't know.
Griffin.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas from all of us here at TCV. We love you, buddy.
Griffin.
To you and all the slutty muffins out there.
That's a wrap.
You gotta cut that.
Should we have a Christmas jingle going now?
We should absolutely have a Christmas jingle.
Cue it.
Oh.
So
So
this
anyway,
was fun.
Live Aid.
No, we're done, dude. This is over. That was the big
Is
big
that-
reveal.
How much
I feel like we haven't even
2 minutes.
started.
We got 2 minutes.
Do we really?
For 550.
I mean, what do you guys want to do? I could do
I-
another one. Do you want to do another one, or do you want to cut it? Or
I think ending it on Griffin. Griffin, oh Griffin, I love you so much, Griffin. It would actually be very sweet.
It's like the most narcissistic dude in the world ever met.
Yeah, that's the entire point of having a podcast.
Griffin.
I should love the way you say it.
There's a weird reality in which me and Griffin like find success in this business.
yeah.
And Baylor absolutely hates us. Fucking stop it, dude.
Also, by the way,
What's up, dude?
you're gonna have sparkles on your pants for the rest of time.
Sparkles on it.
Dude.
Why would you bring that into this house? We still have sparkles from last year. from some of those
Terror!
You guys are crazy.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
To commercials.
Hi, my name's Matthew, also known as Rug, also known as Tibby, and I am 1/3 of the Comedy Virgins.
Hi, I'm Griffin, aka Tony. I'm 1/3 of the Comedy Virgins, and if I wasn't me, I don't think I'd be friends with me.
I'm really happy to share this product with you today, this very exciting product. We have t-shirts, we're going to be having stickers pretty soon, maybe even jet airplanes. I don't know. Who could say how high we can fly?
Hi. Hi, I'm Griffin. I'm 1/3 of the Comedy Virgins.
Let's pan on over to this t-shirt right here.
Subscribe to the Comedy Versions on YouTube and follow on TikTok.
I'm not sure we can...
Wait, why do you have my football?
What? Here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys ready? There's just paper towels in every couch.
How old are you?
19.
Nice.
Yeah.
You look great for 19.
Yeah, I feel
the
good.
way.
Yeah, I feel good, dude.
Look good, feel good, feel good.
Look
I
good.
feel good. I'm light.
Feel good, play good.
Yeah.
Play good,
Mediterranean
earn good.
diet. What's up?
Earn good, live good, die good. You ever had any of those, buddy?
Dying good. I've never died before, no.
No? All right.
Not yet.
Only on the inside. Never on the outside.
How
I've
many
had-
times?
On the inside? Every Tuesday, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to see you next Tuesday.
2 days from now, yeah.
Oh, little Southside Cellar.
Catch me at the Arlington Improv.
I don't know if I can go to the Arlington Improv anymore.
I think you could. It's been a long time. You've gotten a lot better.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the lady.
Oh, she's not there.
She's not there.
Yeah, don't talk about this on camera, but you know.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know you don't care now.
I never cared. You said that when we were in Connecticut. You were
Yeah,
like,
and
you
I
should
said
run.
we should have
You
brought
should
it up.
again. You should have just been indifferent about. Is that fuck you attitude, man?
You're almost 30. Get it together, buddy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What are you? 29?
Woo! I am 25.
Yeah, you're getting up there, man.
I know it's scary.
Yeah. 5 and
It
above,
is
give it a
scary to be
shove.
like starting a show business this late in life.
No. Yeah, no. It's weird getting these interests at 24 basically.
Like new kinks.
Not quite. I wouldn't say
Oh.
they're kinks.
Maybe
More
like,
just general
uh,
interests.
Interesting.
Like I never
like
thought
feet.
about like acting or any like really any
Oh.
sort of
You never thought about doing stand up until like this age?
23, I think we first talked about it.
Well, you did.
No, you did.
No, I wasn't. I just turned 24. So
When I was 23.
yeah,
That's crazy.
And you were 16.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
the
so
first time we
different
ever
because
talked.
everyone has like their own little path in this stuff. But so you didn't even think about going on stage until you were 23.
No, it never was even really an
Just have
idea.
long arms.
Yeah.
It was just this one time that Griff and I were at this barbecue with our friend Jay, and we were just like,
Tubby.
we were just like,
He's on the shirt.
Yeah,
Not,
he's
not for sale.
He's the other guy in the videos.
yeah.
Yeah,
The-
he
And,
knows.
and so you're at a bar, you're open mic, you just go up.
No, like we were just at a a barbecue bonfire thing, and like we were all just making jokes, and then it was actually your idea. You were like, dude, like we should try stand up. Like nobody, like
we run this town.
We were, yeah.
You're the funniest guys in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
In Westbrook, Connecticut.
Westbrook.
Yeah, there's some killers in Bridgeport. Actually.
Yeah. Really dangerous city,
Yeah,
actually.
Bridgeport, not even
Funny town though.
I bet you a lot of fun people come from Connecticut.
Maybe.
Well, comedians specifically, because that's a state notorious for
so
not
you guys-
having
you
a
guys are
whole
like
lot of.
some
I am
barbecue bonfire
talking,
type
sir.
What?
I was in the middle of talking.
What do you got?
We got no hope, and it's because of people like you,
It might be because of people like from Connecticut.
Preston.
So you guys were at some barbecue and you're talking about it.
Bonfire.
Bonfire barbecue type thing.
/ yeah.
And you guys go, hey, we want to try this one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how long between that and going on stage?
A year probably.
Yeah, that sounds about, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Matt at the time was living in Connecticut full time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I lived in Connecticut, bored as fuck.
What year do you think this
for a
is?
year.
2 years ago.
That was 2021.
Okay, so I would have already started.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if I would have known Griffin College
Mm-hmm.
and I would have drugged you to the mics and stuff.
Dude, I'm honestly glad we didn't know each other in college.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten a thing done. Jeez, like a body with. Goodness gracious, dude.
That's interesting though, because it took a year to go on stage.
Yeah, because like there's nothing really near us in Connecticut.
But it was
even.
also probably a little bit of like, yeah, we can. It's build up courage to do it.
Yeah.
I don't even. So we brought up that idea, but I don't think it was like a fully fledged out idea until maybe like 2 months before you got here.
Yeah.
Like we
because
had like casually been talking about it, but it wasn't like we were at the point of, all right, we need to go on stage now type of thing until we didn't really. I didn't know that
For me,
that
it
was
was-
even an option.
it was almost like I think I wrote a few things down.
Yeah.
And then like you had heard about hyenas.
Yep.
But you weren't even that close to hyenas either. Like
No,
So
In Waco.
no, I was in like Benbrook area when I first moved up here.
yeah, there was like a whole year where I was still in Connecticut. You were in this area.
Yeah,
I was thinking about moving to Boston, starting comedy there, and you were
That
gonna
would
maybe start
That would
here.
have been a smart move. That would have been like objectively like a good decision for your career.
It's just so it's
Yeah,
hard
but
to
then,
live there.
How are we going to sit here and have this conversation today?
Sure. I mean, listen, in serious ways.
The podcast idea was also like a big
Big part of it.
factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's interesting though. For me, I knew I wanted to do it like super young.
Got it.
I always wanted to do it like I wanted to do it like straight out of high school. I just didn't have the courage to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me to about like halfway through college to do it.
Mm-hmm. So you're on like 3-ish years in now.
3 years,
Yeah.
How you been liking it?
I love it. It's a lot of fun. I feel very
Hey,
great.
man, we love you too. You
I
and
feel
your
very-
sparkly eyebrows.
Thank you. No, I feel very grateful to be able to do it, man. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Your
It's-
inner thigh is just
Jesus Christ.
you're moving it up and down right now, and the twinkles are just catching my eyes.
So anyway, yeah.
He's,
This
playing,
is
he's
strong.
just being a little bashful right now, guys. Don't even like we're not even going through a thing.
Crazy thing is you're talking to him, but you're making me blush over here.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's a you guys might be in love. This is bizarre.
Yeah, we're gonna get married soon.
I can see that.
He's gonna meet my parents soon.
Hopefully.
When this girlfriend from Canada disappears.
She goes to a different school, dude. Shut up.
Sure.
All right, don't ask about her. She's really hot though.
But for me, like I was so scared to do it, you know.
Love you.
Uh-huh.
And I saw Jerry Seinfeld's comedian documentary,
Mhm.
and like I watched him bomb over and over again. I was like, oh, I could do that
Oh my god.
because like you're like you know, even if he fails, you know, you're like, okay, I can at least go up there and do bad.
Yeah, that'd be. I haven't seen that. That'd be a
You've never
cool
seen
thing to
it?
see. No,
It's the best.
You've
It's
never
like,
seen him do bad?
no.
seen me do bad?
Yeah, all the time.
Thanks, Griffin.
No problem.
Um,
Just keeping you humble.
Thanks, Griffin.
No problem.
But Jerry Seinfeld's comedian documentary is incredible.
Mhm.
Is that what it's called?
It's called Comedian, and it came out right after the show.
Oh, Netflix?
It was on Netflix for a little bit. I think they just took it off. But
Mhm.
it's about Seinfeld right after the show, like what he did after the show.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get back into doing stand-up. He's trying to like do a new hour. He hasn't done one in forever.
Mhm.
And it's him. He's worth like $1 billion, right? He's an insanely rich guy. And he's going on stage at like the Cellar and Caroline's at like 2 a.m.
Mhm.
and just bombing.
Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham. Yeah, I don't know if the boss is still up at the time, but he's just bombing on camera. It's at the height of his success,
Wow.
and it's showing him just like basically going through like the New York comedy scene every night, and just grinding through it. And it's the grittiest, most honest portrayal I've ever seen of stand-up, where it shows you how brutally cold it can be,
Mhm.
but also how kind of hectic that world is.
Yeah.
It's really well made. It's really cool.
And then just like the expectation of, oh, you see him on the list, he's gonna kill, and then he does bad.
So he's like popping in places, and it's about you're watching him build the act, and you're
Mhm.
seeing it like come together very piece by piece. He has like no material at the beginning, and he's going on stage like these crazy standing ovations, right? Because he's one of the biggest celebrities in the world at the time, and he's just eating shit. And it's really cool to see because it's like very inside baseball.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out.
It's
It'd be
really
to
cool.
see. Because like we've talked about this before, but like you never really see too often the lead up to the the finished product.
Yeah, most of the time you don't see the gross parts of this stuff where it's like really painful to develop shit,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of bombing and a lot of like just really gross performance out there.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like Seinfeld, for him to put that out there when he's so famous is like a gift to everybody, kind of. You bet the Beatles putting out a bad album.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think it's bad that like Griffin and I have really gotten into Kanye over the last year?
Sure.
You think it's a bad time for that?
To be into Kanye?
Yeah.
Probably bad timing, sure.
He was my number one artist this year.
Okay. Hold the phone.
He was your number one artist?
Yeah.
For both of us.
That's interesting.
I
We were
beat
both
Griff
in the-
by 15 minutes.
I think Kanye makes incredibly interesting music.
We were both in the 0.05% of his listeners this year.
Really? Yeah. I
Like
think he
2,000 plus hours.
I think he makes incredibly interesting music. I don't think it's. I don't know.
He makes like movies that go along with each album. They're like 30-minute long movies.
Yeah, they're very theatrical and dramatic.
Yeah.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, it is a good thing. It's incredibly unique, incredibly. He's just so crazy off the field, though. You know that you can't.
Yeah.
You worry about the guy because you're like, this guy needs to chill out.
Yeah, of course we worry about him. He's one of our best friends.
It's kind of like looking at how Chappelle, what he did with the podcasting. It's like what Kanye did with music.
No, it's the same spirit of creativity over everything.
Yeah.
Where Chappelle is very, I was supposed to say Kanye West like, but he's not.
They're friends, which is cool.
No, you know what I mean, but not okay. Where Kanye West can be like incredibly pretentious in what he does and like very self gratifying and what I do is the best type shit.
Or he's the cutest amongst all his friends.
Chappelle's much more actually like, I'm just gonna put out really good things quietly, which I've always found interesting. Like that podcast had like no fanfare to it. Like he wasn't out promoting it.
Yeah.
He wasn't out. It was just quietly in the background. Chappelle doing this with like probably two of his best friends, Black Star, Mos Def, and
yeah.
How he says Talib Kweli.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you say it. Really cool though. I love it, and they have the clips in it too. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to listen to.
Griff, what's your favorite thing to listen to?
Preston's voice.
Think about doing ASMR.
I think you could do it.
Sure.
Can you lick the microphone?
No.
Please?
No.
Oh, he's not really into ASMR then, are you?
ASMR is a weird thing.
It's a weird thing that's out there. It's crazy that that's really chipping away.
Well, it's weird that it's soothing for people because one of them will be like dribbling a basketball. I'm like, I don't want to hear that in my ear for
I will say,
10 hours.
Well, that would be kind of nice, actually. It's my favorite sport.
It is crazy. Like,
I love the way that they dribble up and down the court. You ever feel like that?
You doing like the basketball song?
Yeah.
What song?
I don't know who's by. But it's crazy. You go on like Instagram, you see like ASMR and stuff like that, and
Probably the
these
Beatles, I would
guys they
assume.
make like a ton of money from these like really really stupid videos. You're like,
Mhm.
man, it'd be so nice to be a sellout and just make shit like that
Yeah.
and make like $2 million off of these dumb ASMR videos.
Oh, so you're saying the ASMR video? What if that's their passion? What if that's their stand-up? Is it still really selling out?
Oh,
Oh, it's definitely selling out.
I feel like anybody who makes ASMR is like one of those like mellow, like masseuse people.
Mm.
They are passionate about it. It's like,
Yeah.
why?
Oh, they're into like the therapy side of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got to cleanse your chakras, brother, if you're feeling like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know enough about it to be honest.
You don't know about
Haven't.
chakras?
Are you a big chakras guy?
Oh, dude, my chakras are
Chakra
wide open. Look at how I'm
chakras.
sitting right now. I am just wide open to the world.
What about your inner chakra that's in your your belly?
Oh, my belly button?
Your belly chakra.
Yeah, my belly chakra
Yeah, I
is
don't-
good to go. I removed gluten. We've already been over this.
Is that a part of it?
Yeah.
I had a friend I had a friend in high school who really
Congrats,
believed in
dude.
this chakra stuff. Huh?
Who?
Kylie.
Like a spiritual, like a.
Oh, right.
She was like, I'm a healer. I'm like, no, you're a freak.
Tell her
Shout
how you
out.
really feel.
Miss you.
Goodness gracious. That's how I
Yeah,
feel
that's
about
interesting.
Preston.
That's interesting stuff. I don't know a
Yeah.
lot about it.
I used to. We lived in a haunted house when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I saw a bunch of like Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
For example, you can look up here. We've got some. I don't know
Sure.
if you can see it from there, but it's there. Shout out Sancto. Beautiful gift again, by the way. I can't believe you didn't show up with a gift. Like that's wild to me. But anyway, so we were in this haunted house and living there. And a Hot Wheels car came out of my little play bin and was just hovering. And there's some other follow up there. I used to see ghosts and dead people all the time. Went to a healer, a Reiki master. Took like a 6-hour nap.
Is this true?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I'll pinky swear right now.
And I believe you.
You don't want to?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I believe you.
I haven't been back to them since, but maybe there's something to it.
What was like Max in that spiritual healer? He had a similar experience.
Cash Luna.
Cash Luna. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to Cash.
we'll tag him.
I don't know.
You think he's a big shot, Cash Luna?
Those preachers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they become obnoxious. Those like mega church pastors.
Yeah, they're driving like Lamborghinis and shit.
Yeah, Joel Osteen balls harder than you ever will.
Have you guys ever watched the movie I Fell in Love with a Church Girl starring Ja Rule?
No.
It's about
Whoa.
dude, it is such a bad movie.
What year is this?
It's,
What
it's like
year?
2010 maybe.
Why have
Oh,
you
so
seen
Ja
this
Rule's
movie?
past his prime.
It's past his prime.
No, he's
Ja
not.
Rule-
Not yet.
And it's one of the cheetah
He
girls.
might be.
It's one of the
Raven
hot
Simone.
Adrian. Yeah, Adrian.
You ever seen Firefest?
No, but
That was crazy.
I heard about it.
So
I think they're trying to bring it back.
yeah, they are bringing it back. I think, which is
I'll totally buy into that.
kids sign up for that. It's a good deal.
Dude, Ja Rule in that movie, it's insane. He turns his life around. He barely gets out of.
Oh, so it's like good for him.
It's good for him.
So it's like a light rom com. It's not like a.
It is hard to call it a rom com.
It's not funny.
It is funny to watch because of how bad it is.
Oh, so it's a serious movie that was poorly made.
yeah, and
Okay.
it was on Netflix for a long time.
That's really interesting.
It is a fun watch.
That is. It's always interesting when you see a movie like that where you're like, okay, there had to be a light guy. There had to be like 7 guys who wrote the script. Like how many people had to be involved in making this piece of shit?
Yeah,
Like there's it was 90 days. There's catering every day. There's a van guy. There's a light guy. There's a writer. There's a director, and they worked really, really hard on it. And this was the best they could do, and it came out just so broken.
it's pretty bad. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just interesting. Like, I used to listen to like the South Park commentaries, right, with like the writers,
yeah.
and they had the funniest take on the Human Centipede,
Mhm.
which they're watching like, I can't believe there's a light guy right now. There's some guy with a boom mic over this, crazy conglomerate of
Okay.
weird whatever.
yeah.
Just,
Just booming.
well, just the fact that there's like 14 people just having to watch this weird shit go on.
Mhm.
People are dedicating their entire careers
Yeah.
There is a niche for really bad movies, though. There's movies that are so bad
Well, like
that they're entertaining.
Hallmark movies.
Those are just boring.
Are you kidding me?
I'm talking about like you see a movie with like
The Room,
super low ratings. I don't know if I
like
saw
The
that
Room.
one. I'm talking like Birdemic. It's like
Oh,
it
like
got like a $10,000 budget.
like Sharknado type stuff, where it's just
kind of
on purpose. Not great.
Sharknado is a little bit different because that was more mainstream. Like,
Well, it was also written completely understood what they were.
yeah,
Like, this is a bad movie. We're making a bad movie.
yeah.
I don't think we're in any position to judge these people.
No, I think it's cool. Sharknado was a neat thing they did.
I can't believe they made like 6 of them. But,
That's the more interesting part is how much money they made off of it.
yeah.
They had, like Mark Cuban in one and stuff like that. That was really cool.
That's cool.
I guess you could put the scare.
But yeah,
movie
no, you're
in there.
right. Like,
Yeah.
I have respect for anybody who can like get out
Spoofs.
a product like that because how meat steps are involved in that.
Yeah,
So again, we see a movie like the Ja Rule one.
Mhm.
I Married a Church Girl.
yeah,
It's like, damn, this had to go. This was
She probably goes to church.
It was really hard to get this done.
yeah,
That's the funny part. They had
Maybe
to
he was
climb
really hard
mountains to
getting
get
it
this
done.
bad movie out.
yeah. All right, so we're getting pretty close to the end. You want
Sign
to
them
sign
off.
it off?
Sure.
Preston Pfeiffer, ladies and gentlemen. What a wild and crazy ride it has been. I've been turned on for all of it. I'd just like to put that on record. You're welcome to share your thoughts now as we sign off. Where can they find you?
At the store.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Target with Mosh Pit.
No,
Shout out Mosh
no,
Pit.
Shout out Mosh Pit.
Mwah! Love you, buddy.
No, you're gonna see me, around town. I guess.
On the scene.
Yeah,
on the scene.
just spreading fun and ha-has all around.
Sure.
We'd like to wish all of the slutty muffins out there a Merry Christmas.
Oh, just have the happiest and merriest Christmas. And
spend
as
time
al-
with your bubbies.
all of the bubbies need to
Yeah.
have spent time with, please. Now, a lot, please.
Now, please.
And as always, Cole Wetzel.
Suck my dick.
Yep, eat my balls, brother. And you make me want to sit down, so here I am, sitting down.
Unblock
because
me
of
on
you.
Instagram.
I feel like a
please.
viewer right now. This is wild to watch.
Is it really?
Yeah, this is crazy.
We're just a bunch of wild and crazy guys.
Mwah.
We're always looking
Merry
for a third.
Christmas.
We're always looking for a third.
You had a third.
Are you going to say Merry
There's
Christmas?
a fourth. 3 is company.
It's
Fourth
the
is
third
just
day-
a good
starting out
time.
Hanukkah right now, right?
Just absolutely
Good day Hanukkah right now.
merriest
Good Hanukkah.
Christmas, happy Hanukkah. Still don't really know how to spell it, but that's on me. I love you guys. Matt loves you guys.
Yeah.
We love Preston equally as much as you do.
Yep.
And just a happy holiday season. Enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Mwah.